This isn't just football. This is everything.
The margin between glory and heartbreak, zero.
I forgot to hit go live on the YouTube. Oops.
Every rally.
And every try. This is where the best on earth collide.
Only on Stan Sport.
At Coles, we're on a mission to help inspire Aussie kids and to get active too. Which is why we're proudly sponsoring kids' sports programs all over the country, like Coles Mini Rooms. It's a great way to get kids moving and to support local communities.
There we go.
Coles, proudly supporting Mini Rooms.
Alright, so we got the YouTube up.
The middle from distance. It's just cleared the line. A goal for Darcy Fogarty and a hot start for the Crows. Don't let me down. Murray and Williams locked up.
Don't let me down.
Inside 50, Jack Williams will take it. And a couple of free kicks given away by Murray in the ruck in this first quarter.
Sometimes it's hard to forget the losses. But over time, you realise the moments that truly matter aren't found on the scoreboard. That's why at Hisense, we design products that create more of those
32
moments.
minutes to kick it.
Because in the end,
Kick off.
it's not just about the result. It's about enjoying every moment with the people that matter most.
All right, girls, see you on the weekend.
It's good defense.
That's the way, Evie. Remember, practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
Yep.
Get on the other side of the ground.
Almost the turnover. Baker was lurking with intent, but Paul Kahan able to take the mark.
Been impressive since you started.
Time to go home.
The coach said.
Bongabu's had 20 plus in the last 3 games since Paul Kahan and uses it well.
That was easy.
So comfortable
Practice
at the
makes
level.
perfect.
With UE Comprehensive Car Insurance, everyone on our team is on yours.
Given. The high ball. Flew for it in the end. At ground level, just weaved away through. He steadies on the burst. Back home in the west. He ran through the goal.
Question is which one of them will yield first.
You want war? Because that's what they said. Everything leads to this day. We will win.
King and Conqueror. Stream now on SBS On Demand.
Up the line and Crows well set up.
Welcome back to the Orbital.
Can this cruise save the universe?
Hutchinson ran him down, but Rochelle got the kick away. It was a big tackle.
Watch all 3 seasons of Seth MacFarlane's cult hit The Orville on SBS On Demand.
Gazzo allowed Gilford to walk it to the line, and the Crows had another. Oh, baby! This is what we signed up for.
All 3 seasons of The Orville. Stream free on SBS On Demand.
Dominated out of the centre. Andrew down, rank and take it high.
The first moment I felt wow was when we went to warm up against Turkey. I ran out there and I just couldn't stop smiling.
It's undescribable. I think, you know, the buzz you get seeing the crowd, especially seeing the green and gold out there, our fans out there waiting for us and ready to cheer us on. Getting the nod from the boss and the staff was an amazing feeling and one I never take for granted. For me, I've just achieved a childhood dream.
And then obviously to top it off with a 2-0 win. It couldn't have been a better night. The feeling when it hits the net was, I think, relief, I think, shock. I just didn't know what to do. I went to take my shirt off, but then I thought, well, I don't want to get a yellow card. So then I just went for the knee slide. Yeah, I'll never forget that moment. We're grateful that we've made it through the group stage. I just hope it can boost football in Australia
to be able to see the joy in so many other Australians out there that live through us and these experiences on the field, it's amazing.
Seeing all the videos, the support back home, at Fed Square and all that, it's pretty special.
Naming St Kilda Beach after myself while we're here at the World Cup. I never thought that would happen. It's a great feeling.
I'm hoping that we can inspire the next generation of kids watching us.
Let's go.
So I think the big one is just to enjoy it and not let it pass by.
There's a lot of belief out there from Australia believing in this young squad. That's what everyone, I think, should have, and that's what we definitely have for sure.
Alright, we'll get the notepad out and we'll do this.
Patrick Beach and Connor Metcalf there. Connor Metcalf, a proud Newcastle boy. He's got his whole family there in the crowd at Dallas today. And
Let's
what
go.
a stadium it is. Let's take you there now. David Bashir and Luke Wiltshire are out on the pitch during the warm-ups. Bash, what is that feeling like there? What are you seeing in those match preparations?
All right, I'm just having a look at the Crows versus West Coast while we wait.
Luke, how will the younger players deal with this situation?
Look, since young they've been dreaming about this occasion, and now it's here for them. It's superb. You can just hear it. The roof's closed, and like I said, now it's about going and really embracing that moment and doing what you want to do.
Okay, first time in 22 matches, Tony Popovic has not made a change at the start of his lineup. Obviously, great credit to the players who did the job against Paraguay.
Yeah, I think that's it. We've seen him change a lot, and he's trying to keep a bit of consistency. I think he's right with the decision. It worked well. We had very good patches against Paraguay, and it's good for players to sometimes have that consistency too.
Okay, so Geordie Boss, inverted wing-back, combines with Volpato again?
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, that right side worked really well for us, and hopefully it does again tonight. Volpato and Geordie Boss, that understanding, if we can get that end product now from Volpato, it'd be great.
Okay, and we know Hossam Hassan has played ducks and drakes a little bit. He selected Mo Salah in the starting lineup. 5 changes, so they've rotated their lineup, but Salah likely to come up against the Ziz Bay.
Yeah, look, I think there's a bit of smoke and mirrors there. At this level, they can do that. They changed a few players to rest them in that game against Iran and brought them back in now to freshen the squad up.
Okay, the Socceroos are behind us. It's you can just feel the tension, can't you?
Oh, it's incredible. Like I said, the atmosphere here already, it's
Good
not buoyant,
place.
the pitch with a bit of water on, it's amazing.
Okay, history beckons. Will it be the first knockout win for Australia, the Socceroos, at a FIFA World Cup?
Hope so.
Bash and Lukey, what a place to be. You can feel the vibe.
Come on.
Incredible. They mentioned Volpato there. They mentioned the young players within this squad. He's still growing into his game. Millsy, we know he's the real deal. Got caught in possession a couple of times against Paraguay. What do you want to see from him today?
Yeah, we do. We know he's a fantastic player. You see the ability that he has, and we've only seen him at the moment in moments, not moments like this. We saw him in the second half against USA where we were chasing the game where USA had taken their foot off the pedal a little bit. We saw him in a game against Paraguay where, to be brutally honest, both teams were very, very happy with a draw. I want to see now how he goes about his business and the qualities that he has in terms of coming out of that back foot. When we need someone to be brave, get on the ball and get us out and get us up the pitch, because we know the quality that he has in and around the box and what he can produce. But in those tough moments now, is he going to be an outlet for our back 5? Is he going to be an outlet to let players like Geordie Boss to give them the time to get forward and be effective higher up the pitch?
And that was our issue. If you look at our worst 30 minutes of the tournament in the first 30 minutes against the US, that was our issue. We couldn't keep the ball, and when we did win the ball, the counter press of the US was too much to handle. Egypt's going to do the same thing. The way they press when they lose the ball that first kind of 5-6 seconds is going to be equally as intense. But what I did like about their performance with Geordie Boss and Volpato together was the understanding they had. They'd never played together, and I think that when Boss was giving the width and running in behind, Volpato was coming inside. They have obviously a high level of football intelligence to do that.
But I think what it does is you see naturally it allows both of them to play their natural game. So they complement each other without having that knowledge of each other. But again, like I said, I don't think the question mark is... It's not as a question mark, but I just think the only thing we haven't seen, as I said, is when we're really under the pump, like you said, with that reaction press and trying to get us up the pitch. It's an unknown at the moment.
How big will Lucas Harrington be in that? A ball-playing centre-back. I mean, one World Cup start and Barcelona came a-calling.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's getting very excited. There's a long way to go, but he's been quality on the ball. I think he's going to be much more tested. You've got Mamouche. Mamouche is one of the best players, young players in the Premier League right now. He plays out wide for Man City, but that's because Haaland's in the middle. So he's a quality player on the ball, loves tight places, deadly in the box. And I just wanted to talk on Volpato quickly and Boss. Egypt is showing significant respect to Australia on that left-hand side. They've got Havertz who's come in. He's only played 2 minutes for Egypt, but instead of playing Sabi in the midfield for reinforcement, they're bringing in Fatty into the midfield. So they're moving a centre back into the midfield to look after what's happening on the right-hand side for Australia. I think it's respect.
And I think you can see Mo Salah on the screen there, but I also think you spoke about Marmoush, but I think Harrington is going to come up against Salah a lot as well because we know he naturally gravitates towards that right-hand side. They'll probably look to overload Aziz Bayich and isolate him. So Harrington's going to have to do a lot of cover defending on that side and maybe get drawn into wider areas sometimes, Millsy. Yeah,
definitely. But we speak about the relationship between Boss and Volpato. I think that relationship that you just touched on is going to be even more important. Harrington and Aziz. Yeah. Because, as you said, there's going to be a big challenge over there. And for a young man, he's shown that he has a good head on his shoulders. We know that from a footballing perspective, he's more than capable. Now, let's see from a mentality point of view, is he able to control that side of the pitch and make sure that he marshals one of the best players in the world?
Yeah. Time for a very quick break here on SBS, your home of the FIFA World Cup. They say everything's bigger in Texas. We'll take you back to Dallas Stadium. What a sight it is right after the break.
Oh, man. Here he goes. Bronca. One Swiss.
Ouch. Oh, getting up for these FIFA
And then
World Cup games is a real pain in the back. Hey, game's on
Play
soon. I'm up for a
free.
charge. Oh, EV3, car of the year. Just get in the...
Start charging.
Of course, you just do it automatically. Show off.
Score at least
Movement that inspires.
4 goals.
When symptoms try to sneak out, be ready.
Yeah.
Every bodyguard has backup. That's why mums have Vicks.
Next.
Shop the Vicks
Austria.
range at Chemist Warehouse.
Play 5.
New Balance, we got now. Companies everywhere bought into AI. Problem is, nothing works together.
Don't let me down.
That was not me.
Only the
We
ServiceNow
don't got-
AI platform breaks down the walls. It integrates anything, any workflow.
Any data source. And with the AI Control Tower, we can finally manage all our AI.
The ServiceNow AI platform lets you connect and
That's
control everything to put AI to work for your people.
Score at least 1
Easiest if everybody just moves down one. Yep,
with
okay.
Austrian.
At Carver Call, we have
or
the perfect
Scottish.
window coverings for your home, whether it's made-to-order plantation shutters, curtains, or modern
Same.
motorized blinds. Carver Call.
Alright, wait till we get to the hard stuff.
The experts in the trade.
Three matches.
Did you know salsa was invented when Puerto Ricans took Cuban rhythms
Ah.
to New York? Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu was
At
born
least
when the
2
Japanese
through
took
pass
judo to
assists
Brazil. When North
with
African frying traditions met
Austrian.
Spanish dough, Spain made the churro. After Jamaicans took their sound systems to the UK, the world got punk. And this is what the world
Assist
gets
with
when 48
the
nations
cross.
meet to play one beautiful
With
game.
one Scottish. In team. One match.
Out here, the world is my stadium.
Goal from outside the box.
This tour
With one Scottish.
is not sport. It's pure drama.
Team.
Legends don't need engines.
Ja, Sweden.
Patrick Beach in that starting side for his first World Cup knockout match for the Matildas today. Geordie Boss will be there too. How crucial will he be on the right? It's all happening at Dallas Stadium, one of the largest venues at this World Cup. It is warm outside. It is air-conditioned goodness in. So let's head back to Dallas now and check in with Adrian Archuli, who has a very special guest.
Well, I'm joined now by an Egyptian football great, Mohamed El Neni, more than 103 appearances for the Pharaohs. Mohamed, obviously you wish you were out there, but let's start with Mohamed Salah. Huge. What a boost that is for the team.
Yeah, it's an amazing player for us, and he brings a lot for the team, and we really love him in Egypt, and I think all the world love him. The way he plays with the national team, the way he sacrifices for the team, and the way he gives to the team is amazing actually.
Now, a chance to make history for both nations today, but what would this mean to Egypt to win a knockout game at a World Cup for the first time?
I think the first time for us, for the history, to go out of through the group and to play knockout games, I think it's a huge thing for us, for us, and for the Egyptian people. We really wish to win today, to go through. I know the opponent today is amazing team. I watch them. They are really strong. They're going to be like tough game, and hopefully, inshallah, we're going to win today.
All right, well, best of luck to both of our nations. So both nations looking to make history today.
It is going to be a tough game. A big
That's
moment
a tough
for
interview.
both of these nations as we check out the intensity radar brought to you by Rexona. And with history on the line, it doesn't get much more tense than this. Walshy, I've already gone with Matildas. You played at a World Cup for the Matildas, for the Socceroos today. How tense will it be knowing you win or you're headed home?
Yeah, intense, but you know, I think as I said, they've got that USA game out of the way, and everything that I've seen about on Egypt, Iran, they showed vulnerabilities against New Zealand. They showed vulnerabilities. I think they should be excited and confident today. They are beatable.
And I think the weight of expectation is on Egypt. All the narrative coming from there is that, you know, we're the one with world-class players, the likes of Mo Salah in our team. We can beat Australia easily, and I think that suits us, that kind of underdog mentality going into this game. So I think the boys need to relish that and play with the freedom that we showed in the opening game against Turkey.
They have shown too, Millsy, that they don't mind going at teams, and the Socceroos could be happy with that.
Yeah, I think it'll suit us if they do that. I think that's what we want. We want to sit in, we want to be solid, but we want to leave that space for the boys to exploit in behind. And again, they've shown vulnerability, Egypt, in those transition moments. There are weaknesses there, and Tommy, I think, touched on it best at the start of the show when he said opportunity. I think there's a lot of opportunity, be that on the pitch and be that with the result.
Score
look at those opportunities for the Socceroos right after this break. You're watching SBS, the home.
My name is Captain Jacob Pierce. All my men were murdered for political and financial gain. I want people out there to know the truth.
Yeah.
There's a bomb somewhere in Paris. Thousands of people will die.
Bring me the president.
At least one goal in 5 matches.
Try not to shoot
me. Minimum. Belgium.
So here we go, our Combank Socceroos.
Any put mode. Win 3 matches with 6 players.
When symptoms try to sneak out, be ready. Every bodyguard has backup. That's why mums have Vicks. Shop the Vicks range at Chemist Warehouse.
Alright, next we got like Portugal, Netherlands, Germany, France, England.
Except saving $532. Let's go, like real UE customer Sonia did.
Yes, Ed, I saved $532 by switching my car insurance to UE.
Bet that put a wag in your tail?
Yes, I'm very fortunate.
You mean you're fortunate? Ooh,
Stop.
Now he digs us.
Chop around. Try Yui.
Yui, you insured.
The Quarter Pounder Deluxe looks familiar from the waist down, but where fresh lettuce and tomato hits the juicy beef patty, that's where it earns the deluxe title.
Using player with 87.
At Hisense, we design products to create moments that truly matter. From screens that bring people together to appliances that keep the celebrations going.
Portugal.
Because in the end, it's about enjoying every moment with the people that matter most.
Oh my god, there's a lot of challenges, man. Scored 2 goals. Outside the box. Single match. Wow.
Right, it's a warning light, Phil. Don't brush it off. Have you tried this?
Get targeted relief from pain and inflammation with Voltaren Pain Relief Gel 12 hourly and keep your body running. And new from the makers of Voltaren, Voltaheat and Voltacool Pain Relief range
Assist
for fast
at
heating and
least
cooling
one
you can feel.
lobbed through pass.
With the World Cup kicking off, Carpet Collar
5
kicking off their
matches.
$40 million stock clearance. With massive savings on an amazing range of carpet, hybrid and timber flooring, window coverings and flooring accessories. And
That's all good. Oh, they cut off the ad.
Welcome back to Dallas Stadium in Texas. It is the 7-time African champions Egypt who posted their first ever World Cup win during the group stage. They beat New Zealand 3-1 up against your Socceroos. Both nations looking for their first knockout win at the Men's World Cup. Millsy, serious height advantage for the Socceroos in this one. Set pieces have been a little bit disappointing so far this World Cup from an Australian perspective, but that feels big today.
Yeah, set pieces are always massive, and I think probably more so during qualifiers that we showed how strong we were, and we've probably been missing a little bit.
All right, what have we got?
Not
Germany,
so much the players
France.
and the size that we do have in the box, but the delivery.
There's a lot of
They've been
challenges.
A little bit inconsistent.
4 in
I
10
think we've looked for Suter too
matches.
much during this first early sort of phases of the World Cup, and we know his strength, but again, I think we have other strengths there, and having Jackson Irvine back in the team, that just adds another layer to that.
We saw New Zealand expose them off a set piece, and also Iran in the last kind of 15 minutes of that game last week when they were going more direct, even in open play, they looked a threat. But I think it is, you spoke about the delivery. We've been going for these lofted kind of balls. I think that with the size we have, if we get the delivery with pace and we attack the ball with aggression, it's very difficult to defend Walsh.
Yeah, this is probably the best advantage that Australia has. They've got 10 of the Australian players are taller than Egypt's tallest player. But they mark zone all, it's hard to watch, and they put all their eggs in Shabir coming out to save it, and that's where they conceded against Iran and New Zealand. I can't imagine how many times Australian team has watched that footage over and over. If the service is good, no one is stopping Suter.
Which is crucial because actual shots have
For
been
a
low
volley.
from the Aussies in the group stage. We haven't scored since match day 1. What needs to click? What needs to change in that final third?
Yeah, well, we need to have the ball there and be more consistent in having it there. And like I said, I think we saw a shift in that against Paraguay, and hopefully with the continuity
with
now
a
within
back
the team,
heel.
we have a better understanding, and because we do, right now in these knockout stages, yes, we know we're going to be
Either
solid, but
German,
ultimately goals are what's going to get us through.
French
At some point, we're going to have to
player.
score.
Yeah, and we saw in the last game, Boss and Volpato, when they were getting into those advanced areas to cross the ball, there was only really Iram Kunda in the box, and he probably wasn't in the areas you want him to be. He's not a natural number 9, so I think getting the likes of Irvine, Metcalf into the box, we need to get more numbers into the box than we did in the last few games, so that's going to be important.
Tommy, we can't always rely on the deflection from the cross to help us out.
They remind me.
The teams are heading for the tunnel in Dallas. We'll take you there next.
Gotta get the rebound. Bet you they make all the shots go in now. Score a penalty using a French player. Any mode.
Well,
score with a low driven shot and win 6 matches. 6 German or French team. World class.
Welcome back to Dallas Stadium for this round of 32 clash between the Socceroos and Egypt. Will we see the biggest stadium at this World Cup play host to the biggest result in the Socceroos World Cup history? Australia chasing a first win in the knockout stages of a Men's World Cup. Team news, if you missed it earlier, for Australia, no changes for the first time in Popper's 2 years in charge. For Egypt, Mo Salah is starting. Walshy, how does this game play out? What happens? Who wants the ball?
Yeah, well, we're still going to test and see how mobile Salah's going to be. It's only been 6 days since he come off with that injury. Let's see how mobile he is today. We talked about would they start or have him on the bench. They've got no reason to not come out and really play positive and aggressive today, Australia.
They've got 5 goals in the group stage. From an Egyptian perspective, that is their best goal-scoring return at a World Cup already.
Yeah, I think the front four, we spoke about them earlier, they are a formidable force, and we know how mobile they are, how clever they are with their movements, combined with their brilliant technical ability. So I think defensively, it definitely is a different proposition to what we've faced so far in this tournament, but we spoke about the possibilities in an attacking sense, and Millsy, I think there's a lot to be excited about, especially in transition against this Egypt defence.
Absolutely, I think everyone, we have a good understanding
So if this 5 we could do.
When you look along the team line now and you see the faces, the players that we've got, I'm excited by that. Within the structure, yes, no problem, but
4.
Be positive. Yeah, when we get that opportunity, like you said, to go in behind them, then back ourselves, back
5.
the players that are around.
We don't need to do the online.
Like I said, I think it's not
how
just
good?
exciting for now. Yes, I'm extremely excited by these players, but moving forward as well, I think this is the start of a Socceroos generation that can do a lot of things over the coming years.
And Jackson Irvine spoke about it in the interview we heard earlier about how they've done the work and they're prepared. They just need to go out and do it now. And I think that is the point. The stage they're at. I think they should take a lot of confidence for how they navigated the group stage, and exactly like you said, go out and express themselves and be positive.
4,
a win
5,
today
6,
will be
7.
historic for either side. The Socceroos have lent into that history throughout the tournament. The shirts of the 1974 Socceroos side, as well as the golden generation of 2006 and beyond, have hung in the team hotel alongside pictures of those pioneers. This next gen, one of the youngest sides in this tournament, understand the gravity of this opportunity to carve out their own piece of history in Dallas today. Tony Popovich said the details matter, the moments make the difference, as we pause for the national anthems of both nations. And then the voice of football on SBS, David Bashir, alongside 80-cap Socceroo, Luke Wilkshire.
Hell yeah.
Please stand if you are able for the national anthem of Australia.
Come on!
Please remain standing if you are able for the national anthem of Egypt.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 challenges.
All right, girls. See you on the weekend.
3, 4, 5, 6,
That's
7.
the way, Evie. Remember, practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
Yep.
Screw. Easy.
Okay, Evie.
It's just 5 guys using a player from England or Spain. So that's easy. We can play the easy team.
Practice makes perfect.
With UE Comprehensive Car
4
Insurance,
goals.
everyone on our team
Concede.
is on yours.
Oh. Score 4 goals and concede less than goals. Less than what?
Home of the famous Cowboys, it's a welcome to Dallas Stadium for knockout World Cup football.
2 goals.
Between Australia and Egypt. It's a monumental occasion in the Lone Star State. And there's the
For
Egyptian
4 goals and concede less than 2 goals in a single match with 3 players for England.
match. They, of course, played in 1934, a long time ago, over a century of World Cup action for Egypt. The match officials have a distinctly Uruguayan theme. Referee Gustavo Pereira is supported by Carlos Barrero.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Video assistant referees also from Uruguay. As we see the Australian 11.
So we've finished it outside the box in 3 matches.
Supported by the 4th official, Sandro Shara.
6 matches, maybe.
The figure on the right wasn't expected to be in the starting 11, but he is.
And 6 matches using a 4-4-2.
This World Cup.
Yeah, you do that.
And such a key figure for the Pharaohs.
4-4-2.
Leo Dan Gonzalez is the video assistant
Oh, let's do it.
referee, supported by Antonio Garcia. Bastian Duncan
Alright,
from
still a
Germany
video for this, eh?
is also in the VAR room. And the starting 11.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Soxy Gamer here. The Maradona can be unlocked now when you finish the Europe Journey of Nations. Let's have a quick look at what you can do. So there's Bosnia and Herzegovina and Czechia. I don't know if I said that right, but so score 2 goals single match, 1 Europe player in the team. Assists with 3 passes, 3 separate matches. 2 Bosnian or Czechia players. Play 3 with one Bosnian and Herzegovina. Assist 3 single match for the Czechia player in team. Concede 1 or fewer goals for having 1 Czechia player in the team. So this is any foot mode. Gotta go with finisher or having 1 Czechia player in any mode. And they will concede 2 or less goals in 3 separate matches, 1 Euro player in team. Assist 3 with using midfielder with a Swiss or Croatian, any foot mode. Score at least 2 goals using a striker with 1 Swiss in the team, any foot mode. Plays 3 by having 1 Croatian, any foot mode. Score at least 4 goals in a single match for using 1 Croatian, having 1 Croatian in the team, any foot mode. Play 5 with 1 Euro player. Spend them again, boys! Score at least 1 goal having 1 Austrian or Scottish player, any foot mode. Complete 2. Yeah, so have a look through all these. There's a lot of challenges to do, but they're all doable. It starts to get a little bit harder with Germany and France. But good luck, guys. I wish you well. Go Socceroos! Come on.
Well, I've never heard noise like this chasing a slice of World Cup history. That's what ahead for the Socceroos in the next 90 minutes and perhaps beyond. I've experienced this stage and stadium before. No Socceroos team has won a knockout match at a FIFA World Cup. Twice Australia has fallen to the eventual champions, Italy in 06 and Argentina 4 years ago, both times very much in the contest. Now it's Africa's most successful continental power that stands in the way. Welcome along to Luke Wiltshire.
Good afternoon, good morning Australia it is, but what an occasion, what a stadium, what an atmosphere. These players out there, they've dreamed, they've watched World Cups before. Now they're there living it. It's such a great occasion. They've sacrificed and they've earned the right to represent Australia now. The round of 32 with the potential to go through the round of 16 and create history.
Well, there's 400,000 Americans of Egyptian descent. And I reckon all of them, broke the decibel level before the match. They had a bit of a display in that respect, and it was deafening. Harrington's first touch. Let's see how Australia settle into this contest.
Go. Go, Jordy.
Boss, starting on the right. He was such an effective player for Mighty. Was man of the match against Paraguay.
Oh, Jackson.
Get away from him. So important just to settle.
4-4-2, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what you want to do in such a game. You know, there's going to be those nerves and butterflies. You want to get a few contacts on the ball, keep it nice and simple, and work your way into the game.
Here's Rabia. There's a bustling centre forward. Now a little bit of space here for Marmouche. Peeling wide, Hafez. He's the man that's played only, 7 minutes of World Cup football for 2026. His last appearance for Egypt was in 2019, so a 6-year absence, 7-year in fact, absence from international football, so big occasion for him.
We'll do the hard ones first.
To be on the world stage is nothing better for a player.
Here it is once more. Feeling their way at the back, Yasser Ibrahim.
Spain and England.
5 changes.
We'll go from the top.
Who can play as a centre back, just drop in. He's
2 Euros, Bosnia and Czechia.
So they've just got that defensive steel in the middle of the park. Hardy is the right fullback, Ashur on a run, but marked very closely there by Harry Sutar, who wears the captain's band for the fourth consecutive time in a FIFA World Cup match for Australia.
Yeah, it was a dangerous ball in behind there, behind Harrington. We've seen Ashur just drift out to the right, Salah a little bit more central.
Hafez.
Egypt's quick.
Here's Atia. Fati. Haiti is the right back. Again, the strength and positioning of Harry Sutar perfect in that exchange.
Go Kunda. Oh. Go Kunda. Go Kunda. What's he doing?
A little bit of indecision there.
Wow.
Shabir, who's been a peerless goalkeeper at this World Cup, one of the younger goalkeepers with Patrick Beach, so that Australia and Egypt share that in common for this match.
Yeah, just a little bit nervy, that ball over the top. I think he would have liked it to have rolled into his box, but it didn't. And he was a little bit unsure for a moment there.
What else was there?
He's got his hands full today. He'll have none other than Mohamed Salah running at him for the majority of the match. Here's Chakati. Space here for Volpato!
Oh!
Christopher Volpato.
Oh!
With a shot in anger for Australia. And the seas opened up perfectly for him.
Wow.
We've seen glimpses of Volpato over the last couple of games, and here
he almost kicked it.
Space, turning sharply on his favoured left foot. He's wanting that end product. He's struck the
Oh,
ball.
he's hit the crossbar.
Not to dip in there.
Had a very effective match against Paraguay, but by his own admission, plenty of headroom for improvement, which is great to hear.
And that's what he's wanting. He's wanting that end product. He's wanting to create a goal. He's wanting to score a goal. That's what we want for him. That's what he's in the side for.
2 Euro.
A lot of expat Australians in the United States have made
On
the
with
trip
check.
to
We've got to
Dallas.
check
We
in.
saw a
Got to
couple
check
at the
in.
airport.
Fresco will
Both
check
the
in
east and west coasts
team.
of America. Great to see.
4-2 the Swiss and Crow. Swiss and Crow.
Yasser. Haiti.
Just need to be mindful on that right side. They're trying to double up with Ashur and Haney pushing forward there on that right side. Causing a problem for Beach if they can find them.
Chakati. Harrington, consecutive starts for Lucas Harrington. 18 years of age, Australia's youngest ever starter for the Socceroos at a FIFA World Cup. And this
Go. Go,
nicely.
Geordie.
Boss able to
Go, Geordie. Go, Geordie. Oh.
What a defensive effort there by Rabia. And that looked pretty clean on Nesria and Panda. Well, it looked for sure and certain that he'd stolen the march there, Geordie Boss.
Geordie Boss is so dangerous, man.
Again, you give Geordie Boss a little bit of space. My word, he's a threat. And you see the Egyptians track him back. Last-ditch challenge. But another opportunity now for the Socceroos from the set piece.
You're right. Scottish and Austrian.
They've been begging for premium service, especially to Harry Sousa.
Austrian.
11 goals for him, the majority of which have been in the air for Australia's captain. And his 42nd appearance. Aidan O'Neill goes short, so there's the variation. Volpato. O'Neill opens up the angle. Didn't work out there for Australia.
Didn't quite work out. Look, I don't mind the variation, but you've got to be able to execute it. We couldn't get that ball into the area where we wanted. Timing.
Beach, his distribution throughout the World Cup, along with his 8 saves in that opening match against Turkey. Solid performance against Paraguay. He was under most stress against the United States. That's for sure. Here in Seattle, that was a hectic first half for him.
Yeah, look, Paddy Beach has come in. You know, even Turkey, he was busy that night and really kept us in the game. But you know, to think so early in his international career to be on such a stage, he's held himself in a fantastic manner.
Austrian, Scottish. Or at least one with an Austrian or Scottish.
Hafez, who's had a bit of a stint in Europe with Lens in France.
Croatian on.
Played club football in Belgium. You can see Haney wants it out wide. They're stretching
Let's
the
change
pitch
it to
early on. The flick on
4-4-2.
from Haney.
There's that right side again. Haney going high, trying to double up on Aziz Bayic. Harrington needs to slide across. Then you get Nashul there looking to make blindside runs. So it's important the back 5 slide.
Mamouche finds his way to Ashur. You can see he's rotating with Mo Salah in that space. Haney thought about delivering the cross. Salah on the ball. He's been a little bit conspicuous by his absence early on, but he's that type of player that can produce a moment of absolute genius that we've seen for club or country. An amazing record with Egypt, let alone the impact he's had on Liverpool.
He's left Liverpool,
Well
mate.
aware of Salah's threat, but again, the Socceroos defensively, as we've seen in the previous 3 games, connected, closing the space essentially.
Fati opens up the pitch once more for Haney.
Go.
Turnover.
Go.
Volpato plays it short. That's a clever ball.
Oh, ref.
Irvine was looking for the foul.
Yes.
And it's been paid.
Yes.
Delayed reaction by Gustavo Tahira.
There was a little bit delayed there. I mean, the ball's got away from him. He definitely wasn't getting it, but managed to draw a foul there, which gets us up the park. But you saw again,
It's
defensively
just 3 times
sound,
in midfield with
waiting
Swiss
for
and
our
Crow and
moments.
team.
Playing on the break.
Yeah.
Jackson Irvine winning his 86th cap tonight.
Those were Austrian, Scottish.
With a bit of
Austrian, do we
pressure
put
there
Austrian
from
in?
Geordie Boss. Chakati. You can see
Yeah,
Lucas
Austrian.
Harrington's the one dropping. Chakati pushing up. Geordie Boss carried it a little too far.
The pitch is nice and quick out there, Bash. We were down on that pitch earlier,
Austrian.
and it is nice and quick. There's water on it. You saw it there on his first touch. Just skip across, skip away from him. It's nice and quick.
So the players are going to have to adjust to that.
Oh, 3 passes with Austrian.
And we know his dribbling skills. Great to have a player of his technical prowess in the Australian lineup for this World Cup.
Scottish.
Shabir. Now the pressure applied by Australia. And they win it very high. Good work by Connor Metcalf.
Ah.
Ibrahim winning the free kick. Not without some deliberation with the referee. And Shabir's shown a couple of nervous moments.
Austria. Oh, that's
On
Austria.
this stage for the first time.
Could do assist with
That's
Austria.
twice now with his feet there, and just spoke about that pitch being nice and quick. I
Scottish
dare say that
Tam.
the Socceroos will pick on that, and anything now going back to him would look to keep applying that pressure. He looks a little bit nervy.
Scottish and Tam. Got at least 3 times using match using
really does control
Swedish
the tempo
player
of
in
the
Tam.
field. The breaks here for Hafez. Now space to explore for Omar Mamouche. We know how dangerous he is with Manchester City in an injury-plagued season, though. Now it slows up. Australia get bodies behind the ball and they retain their shape. Mamouche is Zizo, in fact.
Yeah, we see there, keeping the distances tight, but Jackson Irvine just a little bit late. We had enough bodies here, just a little bit late. Didn't see him nipping in, coming from behind. He's drawn the foul in a dangerous area.
Turkish or Swedish.
Zico only made his international debut in March or May.
Turkish in London.
Scored, of course,
Turkish.
against New Zealand. And this is a dangerous situation here. Mo Salah has got so many variations in this type of moment. Will it be the left foot of Salah or the right? Sure, I think I know which way they'll go. Australia with a height advantage.
Scored 3 chip shot. Turkish and scored 5 in the middle of the play.
It will be Ashua, and he winds up blocked by Irvine. Mamouche thought about the shot. Flip to the back post, Ashua! And the opening goal for Egypt. Imam Ashur with his second at this FIFA World Cup.
Shit.
He took the first strike on goal. We managed to block it. 2 blocks to get that ball out. And as it's dropped out, we're being caught at the back post. Ball watching.
Norway and Belgium in team.
Has made the Socceroos pay. Disappointed for the Socceroos. Again off the set piece.
Too easy.
Short routine, we get out to the ball and block shots. Buddies here off the back of Beige, in between Beige and Nestori and Kunda, and a good ball in. Not defended well from the back post, and we're punished.
Well, he scored a cracker against Belgium on match day 1 for Egypt, but that was just clinical. Perfect delivery. And he was in the right place at the right time.
Oh, let's do that.
From the Socceroos perspective, though, everyone's well aware you've got to stay on second balls. Yeah, you defended the first action, it's the second action. Can we be more desperate, more aware what's around us? To leave that much space and a free header at the back post is disappointing.
Unlucky, boys.
Like Australia at this World Cup, they've kept it very tight at the back, but you drop your guard for one moment against the players of this quality.
That's the level when you're in the World Cup in a round of 32. Only takes one moment and you'll be punished.
We've had a couple of chances.
Breakout World Cup for that man. There's no doubt about that, Imam Ashur. And now time for Australia to respond. A long throw from Chikati. Helped on by Harry Suter. And it breaks here.
Oh.
Pulled wide. Aidan O'Neill.
Yeah, it's just full in net. Aidan O'Neill on his left foot.
Ah.
Right decision to take it on early. See here, Metcalf with the early shot. Drops for Aidan O'Neill on his left foot and he just snatches at it and it goes wide.
Come on, man.
I'd like to see that fall onto Volpato or Jordy Boss's left foot.
Well, his eyes
come
lit
on.
up there. He's yet to score in his 35 internationals, including today for Australia. We know how effective he's been in the middle of the park with defensive efforts and pressure on the ball. He's been Australia's leader in that respect. But now we'll find out a little bit about what this class of 2026 is made of. Played early in the direction of Volpato. Harrington. O'Neill turned wide, and that was a clever ball by Irvine. He sensed Volpato in space. Christian Volpato. Pass one, but no foul. Assure showed a little bit too much of it. Aidan O'Neill takes over. Metcalf in a tight
Come
area.
on.
Breaks there for Zico. And now they can get runners forward. Omar Mamouche. 1-on-1 with Chakati. Mamouche. Enough defensive cover there for Australia.
And there needed to be. Mamouche drifting wide into space. Cutting in on his right foot.
Yo.
Harry Suter.
What up, mate?
The brick wall at the back, giving cover. And a fantastic
How are ya?
block, because that look by all means to be sailing in at the back post.
And that's exactly why we need to protect possession a lot better in the middle of the park. Set forward in the direction of Aaron Kunda.
How are you, mate?
Most effective in the first match against Turkey. Nestor Aaron Kunda, but as a wide.
Because I'm Aussie, mate. That's right. What's going on?
Yeah, it's been look, against Paraguay.
How are you?
Shift, but he's, I think, definitely not a natural 9. Finds it a little bit tougher with his back to goal. Nestor likes to be able to move into space.
Nah, Adelaide. What about you, mate? Where are you from? I'll move this over here.
Well, they've largely defended well for the
What?
first quarter of an hour, plus a couple of minutes.
Yeah, not really comfortable with that talk, mate, but all good. Go for your log.
Mustafa Shabir.
First score off the woodwork.
Their central defensive partnerships. We know Fatua is injured, which means Hafez gets a start at left back, and he's looked pretty good early.
Yeah, these early signs, and it's in the wide areas where they're trying to, like I say, overload those wide areas and exploit it. Shift to the ball.
Yeah, just a little late to react. Got the shout from Harry Suter, composed from Harrington. That's better from Australia. Their central back three have been a real feature of this World Cup.
Yeah, it's a bit cold, so I got the blanket out.
Get into the players.
Just watching the Aussies versus Egypt. Egypt scored already.
I'd like to see us a little bit more aggressive, perhaps on the press.
See hands up from Lucas Harrington. Not too many passing options there now. Nestori's got a pocket of space. Here's Metcalf trying to dribble his way out of trouble. Chakati.
Nah.
Tight
Old,
spaces
man. I'm
flicked
old.
over the top by Irvine.
I'm old.
Boss. And it's off Rabia, I think, for a corner.
I'm old, mate.
Exactly
Way
where
older
they
than
are,
that.
Candy Devine.
Australian football. Hello?
Fault in play. Let's just see
AFL.
the replay. No, it looks like it's come off Egypt's number 5. I'm not sure why they didn't have a look at that in the room.
I think there was a little bit of ping ball there, and I dare say they did get it right, and it just ricocheted off Rabia and then back onto Geordie Boss before going out.
Maybe it was wishful thinking on my part. Fati.
Yeah, not a huge fan of cricket.
Really good in the way he
Don't mind the
rotates with
one-dayers.
Mohamed Salah. In fact, he's been more prominent than Salah, who's been quiet. We know he's probably protecting a hamstring. There is
Test
a
match
problem,
is boring.
but not enough to warrant him on the bench today.
We've seen here, and again, they're opening up to the opposite side, and Ashaw's the one who drifts out into that wide area. Salah
Yeah,
a bit more
just
central
too
for
long.
Egypt. He's been
I
quiet
suppose
so
if you're
far,
with mates and you're having a few drinks and barbecues and that kind of stuff, that'd be fun.
This is where you just like to see, you know, when we're going to really be a little bit more aggressive on the press. Egypt being able to just slowly move the ball, control the tempo of the game.
What the fuck happened there?
Fati helps it on.
Oh no.
May have been offside and the flag is down. Harrington has to scurry back. And the shot pushed just wide by Zico. Now the flag goes up. I thought he might have been the wrong side of Lucas Harrington.
No, you see here, I think it's a good call. He's just drifted
Finesse.
between Harry and Harrington there. Harry Sutter's lost him. By the timing of his run, Thankfully for the Socceroos.
Oh, he missed anyway. Come on, Socceroos. Yeah, T20's good. Big Bash is good in Australia.
There was a lot of space left there in behind the back three.
Oh, how's the YouTube going, guys?
Through the middle, and that's really effective.
Go over to the YouTube, Soccer Gamer YouTube. Membership's nice and cheap over there, $1.50 Australian. If you want to become a member. No, not everyone can afford the kick sub, which is about $8, so it's a bit more expensive. Ah, what is that pass, bro? What is that pass?
Up in the pockets, sharp on the turn, a good run from Beach. But as we've got that ball wide, Nestori alone in the box. And we couldn't get that final ball. But again, now we've spoken about the height. We have the height over this Egyptian side, but we need the delivery.
Little kiss of the ball from Christian Volpato. He wants a peach of a delivery. Plays his club football, of course, with Sassuolo. And this has given plenty of air to the back post. Harrington doesn't control the header, and another disappointing outcome.
Yeah, it is. That's another disappointing outcome. You know, I've spoken about it with Chicardi, Suter, and Harrington.
Some big boys.
And there it is. Egypt lead Australia by a goal to nil as we go to the Macca's match break.
Goal! Oh no.
It's delivered for just 99 cents, whether you're staying up late or making a day of it. No matter the moment.
Halftime.
Only on the My Macca's app.
It is a bit chilly. What's the weather here?
We're getting flogged out there.
Listen up. Well, there's a way out of this. We get back up and go straight to Ian. We find a wide range of offers across new and demonstrated.
Oh, ref.
And we just drive away.
We're gonna lose again.
Not if we leave now.
With offers on the Insta, Kona Hybrid, and Tucson Hybrid, it's game on at your participating Hyundai dealer today.
I do work.
This is pushing your body and your mind.
But I'd love to do this full time. Shit, yeah. You need about 5,000 subs. How many subs would you need on Kick? Let's have a look.
He's gone. He's actually gone. He's missing.
Yeah, I'm worried now.
About 2.8 is what I get fortnightly. Times that by 2. 5.6 divided by 7. So I'd need about 800 subs a month on Kick.
Well, that sounds scary, doesn't it?
What have I got? Like 5. Oh, that'd be the dream. If Kick wants to give me 500 subs a month,
We've just invaded hell.
I'd do Kick full time.
Now on SBS On Demand.
That's probably not much for them, but it'd be huge for me. That'd be the dream. Game and do IRLs for a living.
Let's see if he can get the message across. There could be a few tweaks. Hassan would be very pleased with what's transpired. 5 changes he's rotated his lineup. He's had some injury concerns.
Oh.
No Ahmed Fatur. Lachine is suspended for this match. Al Monim as well. And that man, Imam Ashur, 32 international matches, 2 goals, both in World Cup play. That is quite something.
Oh, ref.
Well, he's been a difference so far. He's been a threat, drifting out to that right side with Haney creating an overload on Beach. And he's the man to pop up in the back post and give Egypt the lead.
fans, young and
Oh, ref!
at this magnificent amphitheatre
Penalty.
sport under the roof. It's very hot in Texas.
Do we have
this
to get a
time of the year.
German?
In the city of Arlington, in Dallas. And it's all air conditioned and very comfortable, but the comfort level's not reciprocated by Australia because they've been under pressure.
Who did I need the penalty with?
Let's see how they respond after this break.
Yeah, but just there we saw and spoke about it before the hydration break.
Score a penalty with a French player.
Aggressive, and we saw that there from the story.
French player. Do we have a French player?
The ball back earlier.
It was all smiles at yesterday's press conference. Wasim Hassan
Nah.
mentioning repeatedly how he felt Mo Salah was not quite right and he would be on the bench. And I looked at you at the time, Luke, and I thought, well, I reckon there might be a little bit of a double meaning in this.
He's not the first manager at this level to be throwing curveballs,
I
especially
appreciate
here
you,
in
mate.
the US. So a little curveball clearly, I think, but you know, you get that at this level.
And just the presence of him in the starting 11 for his teammates. Conor Metcalf, who scored against Turkey, runs out of room. He was Australia's 11th individual scorer in World Cup football. Adding to Nestor Kunda in what was a marvellous night in Vancouver. They have not scored since, though. They need a reply to get back into the match against
Oh, we need a
Egypt.
low driven as well, I think.
An opponent they've met 3 times if you include the Olympic Games of 2020, the first in '87 in the President's
What
Cup.
happened there?
Australia won 4-3 on penalties after a scoreless draw. And some great Socceroos of the era involved. Jeff Olver, Charlie Yankos, Graham Jennings, Peter Raskopoulos, Gary McDowell, Alan Hunter, Frank Farina, Paul Wade, Graham Arnold, Oscar Crino and Andrew Zinni. Frank Arrott was the coach on that occasion.
Just saw a fantastic switch there from Haney to Havez. Socceroos trying to close him in on the right side.
Oh, that's the low driven.
And a superb ball.
We need it outside the box as well.
Haney to Havez to open the pitch up.
That's it. Ibrahim.
Oh, ref.
Look at that combination. Mo Salah involved and they're rotating superbly. Salah's creative computer is working pretty well in this match.
Oh.
He hasn't had the volume of possession he probably normally enjoys. It looks a little bit like Lionel Messi just walking through a match at the moment. And we know when you look at Lionel Messi and what this stadium has produced, he scored 3 of his 6 goals at this World Cup at this stadium, including breaking Miroslav Klose's record of most World Cups goals scored.
Well, Mo Salah is the Messi for Egypt, isn't he? And you know at any time, although he's been quiet thus far, at any moment it can spring to life and change a game.
Ah.
O'Neill, Bajic up the line. Iran Kunda.
Come on, Kunda.
Just a poor touch. I saw Samuel L. Jackson on the pitch before the match. There's Isaac Antic.
There's Isaac and Isaac. He's there in attendance, obviously supporting the Socceroos.
And behind, Omar Mamouche will run out of room there.
Ah. It's a finesse outside the box.
Isaac in the stadium.
Oh, ref!
Chairman of Football Australia. And Patrick Beach. Conceding a 2nd goal at this FIFA World Cup. Third, in fact, there is the great man, very casual on the pitch before the match. I thought you were going to ask him for a selfie at one stage, Luke.
Hey, when we were down there and I did notice him, I don't get starstruck too often, but I have to say I'm a huge fan.
Rabi. Hafez. Rabi are under a little bit more pressure
Come
than
on.
he would have liked.
Ref!
Is fouled, and that may be the first booking of the match. No. The referee across pretty quickly. It looked a cynical challenge.
You saw there again the press from the Socceroos. It comes from the press, but then you see the pace and power of Nestori to get across the front. But it all comes from the press. A little bit of a sloppy pass. Bajic on the front foot. And Nestori with his pace and power to be able to nip in front and draw the foul in a dangerous area. But yet again, the question comes, can we get the right delivery?
Get up.
Mohammed Haiti, the 30-year-old from the Al Ahly club, is on the ground after that coming together.
I'm not too sure if that's an injury or he's just trying to avoid a yellow card that potentially could be coming his way. There didn't look a lot in it for me.
Well, it's just the follow through.
Yeah.
What's he supposed to do? Like, stop moving like mid-spin?
An absolute
Assist
key
with
right
through pass.
For Egypt, a little
Play through with the one Bosnian.
slap of the back there from Mohamed Salah.
One European.
His knee, but the connection
One
was lower
Croatian.
down on the leg.
Well, he's going to have to go off now, which gives a numeric advantage for the Socceroos.
Come on, boys.
For at least 60 seconds until the next stop in play, so it does give the advantage with this set piece coming in. And that's exactly why players are encouraged to stay on their feet. Still getting used to the rule though. What can the Socceroos produce here? Volpato swings a left footer in.
Oh, go.
And it breaks here for
Go Jackson. Ah.
He scored his first international goal against Curacao. But the referee's
Call
picked
in
something
there.
out.
Complete at least 2 through pass assists. Oh, with an Austrian.
And Jackson Irvine. Red shirts on the ground.
Just showed a little bit of panic
Chip
there.
shot.
The Egyptian side defending those crosses.
Chip,
if we can get
chip,
the right
chip.
delivery, staying on second balls.
Australia's just got to keep on working, keeping their defensive shape, and then looking for opportunities on the break. We've seen how dangerous Nestor Irankunda is when he's just given that pocket of space. Here's the release for Aziz Bajic.
Oh, come on, man.
Goes back to Harrington. They reset through Sutar.
Check.
Chakati. Irvine wants it early. Chakati wants to go further afield, I think. It was Egypt spreading the pitch early on and really asking a lot of Australia.
Oh, that's a dangerous pass. Let's go. Come on.
Bajic. They're attacking a lot through this wing. Bajic takes on Haney.
Oh.
Delivers back post. It'll stay in for Geordie.
Geordie.
Probably had Australia's best chance against Paraguay in an outstanding match. A little drop on a shoulder.
Ah.
Volpato tries to play in Boss.
Go.
Zico turns the ball over. That's a good little spell for Australia.
Yeah, it's a good spell, but we're just that little bit more aggressive, like I spoke about. Even when we lost the ball, the reaction from Aidan O'Neill, can we win the ball higher? Can we move the ball a little bit quicker? Got in wide areas with Bajic. Can we get numbers in the box again here? Long throw. Can we use our height?
Can we use the height advantage from these type of situations? Long throw. Zeroed in on Harry Sutar. Helped on by Harrington.
Oh, Kunda's too small.
On the angle. And a chance for Bajic.
Oh.
Aziz Bajic. At the knockout stage 4 years ago, he had that wonderful chance against Argentina, and it opened up nicely for him there.
It did. Again, the long throw causing all sorts of havoc. You can see him trying to handle Harrington and Suter. The ball bounces again in the box, and Nestori unselfishly drops it off to Bajic, and a good strike. Just not enough, but again, the threat that we have when those balls are going in the box is clear to see.
On that occasion, he was stopped by Lissandro Martinez. Another Martinez stopped Australia's progression late on, with Garang Cole having that late chance against Emi Martinez, but it didn't work out for the Socceroos. They pushed Argentina all the way, as did your class of 2006 did to Italy in Germany and Kaiserslautern.
Oh, come on.
But that's history. Australia in the present. There's signs that they're getting into this match now.
Yeah, well, that's what we'd love to see again, right? Every chance you get through this, you get Argentina in the next round. Obviously, they've got to face Cape Verde today. But what an opportunity that would be again.
Wakanda.
Still Nestri.
Oh.
There was a bit of manhandling involved. Shabir was agile and alert, and he had to be because this man is a danger.
And it's a great run from Nestorian behind, and you see they're very, very handling. It's been the same on set pieces. That's something, if I'm at half-time, Popovic and the coaching staff to say, hey, be clever when you're around the box when they're like that, because there's been a lot of it going on.
Sure. Irvine trying to close him down. Mama Sure with the outside of the foot. Volpato working hard. Good work, Christian Volpato.
Ref.
It's a clear foul, and I think this will be a yellow card. It was, again, a very cynical challenge. Unwilling it, really. Just a pirouette. Lovely piece of skill there.
Oh,
from
he
Christian
did hit the
Volpato.
ball.
Nah, some good feet, and we've seen he's got good tidy feet, and you just feel now the
But it's
Socceroos
through
just starting
pass
to get on
assist
top
with
of the
Austrian.
Egyptians, and
Okay,
a little bit
yeah,
nervy
yeah.
from the Egyptians.
Score a chip shot with Turkish player and team.
Chakati short.
How we
Irvine
doing?
Into the channel. Volpato.
Anything on the
riding
YouTube?
challenge. In fact, it's Jordy Boss on the spin. Another threatening run in behind. And this time, it's a corner for Australia.
Was again, and who was it again? It was Volpato and Jordy Boss linking up. Last-ditch tackle, but yet again, another set piece from the other side. So we'll see an in-swinger from Volpato.
Outswinger from the other corner. In-swinger here. Will it change the outcome? Christian Volpato deep. They want that second ball. And they're not going to get it. There's Chakati peeling wide. Scurrying back is Zizbage. Good defensive awareness.
Tell you what, again, you see him very handsy. We saw Harry Sutter just there. He went down in the box, claimed to be dragged down. How many times have we seen it this World Cup? Penalties given for that.
There's been a bit of controversy around the VAR in the last few days.
Like I said, if I'm Tony Popovic, I'd be asking the question of the fourth official to keep an eye on that and for the players to be clever about that.
Chakati goes direct, and too direct in the end, asking too much.
Turkish player. Need assist with Austria. Austria.
Switch flanks for Jordy Boss.
Canes.
Just keep an eye on that, Luke.
Let's do that.
Yeah, I'm not too sure if that was a deliberate action or just as it come from the set piece.
You see that high press from Irankunda.
This has been the outlet for the Egyptians.
Yeah, Haney who went down with a knock and received attention off the pitch is back on as we get towards half-time. Imam Ashur on the 13th minute. His goal separates these two sides in this round of 32. Egypt searching for their first knockout win at a FIFA World Cup. So in the same category as Australia.
Given the keys, give a qualified player the cam position and trust them. Trust them with the tempo, space.
Jordy Boss. Egyptian player down. It looked a little bit soft on first inspection.
Yeah, it's hard to tell from here, but we'll see on the replay. I've got no doubt there was nothing in it. You see here, Jordy Boss.
Oh, he's got the ball, mate.
Talk about they're dragging players down in the box, and you cop a little one like that. But it's the reaction from their player going down, crying wolf, and the referee reacting to it. So that's disappointing. I don't see that as a foul, and now we have to defend.
We had the fucking ball. I get you called fouling us, and we've got the ball. You cheats.
I'm sure lessons learnt. It won't be a sure on the end of this because he's one of the free kick takers potentially. Will it be the in-swinger of Mohamed Salah or the right boot of Imam Ashur? Australia trying to keep their line disciplined. Referee wants Nestor and Kunda back from the
Max
free
93.
kick. It is Salah, but it's square. Artia, this time well weighted. And strong work by Geordie Boss. He's back on the right. And with his athleticism, got to that ball
93.
Yeah, look, again, the set piece, short, trying to be clever.
Must
Egypt.
not be centre
At that
back.
time, we're well aware of the players at the back post.
Ooh,
Defending the box well. You touch on that, getting that set piece again, you know, and we touched on this as an experienced Egyptian side. That was the experience of it, sure. To
Can't
milk
be
a free
Suda.
kick, to play act a little bit sometimes, you know, and, you know, we talk about the youthfulness of this Socceroos side as well, that maybe can be a little bit clever at times.
It'll be fair to say, Luke, do you share my view that it's been a bit of a disparity between, you know, referees letting play go and being open in that respect, and ones that just pick up those type of fouls?
Yeah, definitely, and like I say, the refereeing's never an easy job, but you hope that they can be consistent is the key.
Clip forward in the path of Nestor and Kunda, but he runs out of room, and a little coming together with Yasser Ibrahim. There's absolutely nothing in that.
Oh, fuck off.
Both players.
You hit him.
Ambition to win possession.
Oh, my God. Get up.
This is definitely not going to be
Fuck
the
off.
first time or the last time we're going to see these sort of.
He's pushed him over, mate.
And slowing the game down, time wasting as this game goes on. Should it stay at 1?
Look, he's just pushed him.
He's just brushed the right heel.
Oh, my God. He pushed him.
So Ibrahim is quickly back onto his feet.
Oh, you're a fucktwit, mate.
I'm not sure he's going to win that argument with Nestor and Kunda.
Pushed him in the back, mate.
Type of play. This is exactly where
You're a
game
fuckwit.
management and the maturity of this young Socceroos team needs to be applied.
How was it a free against us? Oh, no, it was a free.
Will, and I've got no
The
doubt
throw.
that Pop will be wanting to get him in at half-time, be able to get his point across.
Oh, my God. Here we go.
The players will be
Here we
feeling
go.
there of the action.
Egypt's
So
falling
Egypt's
down.
gotta manage it, they've got to deal with the
Doing
game,
nothing.
not get caught up in it.
It's the first time we've seen Senor Tahera say, get up quickly, please, or you'll have to be removed from the pitch. Here's Chikati. 51
Here we go.
possession from Egypt at 41 for Australia. 9 in dispute. Australia with 5 attempts on goal to 3. 3 corners.
It's this one.
So they've had that set piece threat, but just haven't been able to profit from it.
92.
See the match momentum.
Very
much early on it was in Egypt's favour, but Australia have had pockets of opportunity in this first half.
We have. There's times that we have managed to open them up. I mean, it's a lot better when we're a little bit more aggressive. We can get set in our shape and then wait for that moment, pick
92.
our moments to press. And when we do, to press high and press aggressive, and they have turned the ball over.
It's amazing to see Mo Salah in about second or third gear at the moment physically. He's certainly not 100% capacity, that's for sure. But still playing his part. Atia. Turned over. Irvine. And that looked a high boot. No foul called.
Yeah, definitely caught him there. But he did take the ball. Ball and all, as they say.
And we saw in that previous exchange when Aziz Baich ran onto the ball, it was just a lack of pace and explosion there from
you see here, aggressive, the ball, and then it's got him nice down the inside of the leg. You feel that one, but Aiden O'Neill's up. He's fine.
5 minutes of additional time, of course, 3 from the hydration break. I was just going to make that point about Mo Salah not being able to close down Aziz Baich. So that explosiveness is not there.
Anyone in the squad that I can put in?
Certain scenarios, though.
No.
No, we definitely haven't seen the best of him yet.
Great skill from Ashur. Opens up. Hafez. Here's Omar Mamouche. Returns the favour. Australia get bodies behind the ball. Now Egypt have to reset. They go direct. And it was an ambitious header. There was plenty of defensive cover and very good work there by Lucas Harrington.
Yeah, there was, but Mo Salah, that's his intelligence. The timing of the run, just off the shoulder in behind Suda. Harrington did enough.
O'Neill.
Go.
There's a big chance. Volpato, lovely cut back inside. Christian Volpato!
Oh.
Opened up nicely for him. He had that wonderful chance early in the match. And once again, a good sight on goal.
Yeah, he's still trying to find his range. But he's
Left
made a
mid.
fantastic run in behind. Got him behind the Egyptians.
Left mid or
Quickly to
wing.
recover. Close the space for Nestori. He's cut in on his left foot and just couldn't get his foot around it.
92.
I think
Needs to be 93.
saying I'm a lip reader, but he's saying that's exactly the way he's going to do. Cut in inside. They've done their homework on Volpato, of course. Let's hope there's more of that for the Socceroos.
Go.
Connor Metcalf. Boss. Volpato. He's looked the most likely for Australia. Harrington strides ahead of midfield. O'Neill takes it in his stride. It breaks nicely here. Connor Metcalf had a window of opportunity. Chakati thinks about delivering to the back post. Little flick on there from Ashur. Breaks for Baich. Ball whipped in near post. Big chance.
Go.
There.
Oh, ref.
Between two defenders.
Ref.
Wanting a handball call there, Nestor Irankunda.
Oh, get up, you
Hafez goes
fuckwit.
down. Will the VAR take a peep at this?
I'd love to see this again.
Fucking replay him.
Coming in at the back post. He's been dragged down by Hafez.
Come on, mate.
Nestori unfortunate not to get a bit more on the header. I'd love to see a replay because Volpato
VAR. Come on,
he
mate.
was rugby tackled into the back post.
There's wedge between defenders. Let's just see. I think it's come off the body onto the arm of Rabia. That was my read anyway on that
dog.
replay. As a result, saved him from review.
But some good signs from the Socceroos at the back end of this half.
That's left mid. What about left
getting in
wing?
behind him, getting balls and bodies in the box.
O'Neill tries to loop the ball for Boss. Gicardi remains forward. Irvine. Volpato gets front position.
Oh, what are you doing, Irvine?
So well, Christian Volpato. Helped
Go.
on by O'Neill.
Go.
Geordie trying to turn his man and does so.
Oh, ref.
Defender goes
Ref.
down. Again, no call in Australia's favour. Volpato, third time lucky perhaps.
Handball. Handball.
Christian Volpato. Mamouche with a wonderful first touch and suddenly Egypt under enormous
That's
pressure.
fucking handball, mate.
O'Neill.
Just go down, mate.
Hard to retain possession for Australia.
Geordie Boss still down in the background.
They could ill afford to lose a player of his quality.
I mean, I've got to be honest, Bash. We've seen Hafez. He's had two chops at Geordie Boss on the sideline before Ruby has come in and clattered him.
We're getting absolutely nothing.
Fucking hell, mate.
That's for sure.
Fuck me.
I'm not sure how many more times you need to see that.
Come on, umpire.
Look, I think it wasn't necessarily that one, but the two before that from Hafez on the sideline was clearly, and Geordie was right in the tackles. Had he gone down earlier, he could have drawn a foul. And we talk about that experience of those players. I've got no doubt if it was an Egyptian, they would have gone down.
And Geordie Boss remains on the pitch getting attention. The halftime whistle has been blown. And that man is the difference
And
at the moment.
Milanovic.
Imam Ashur with his second international goal, second of this World Cup. The difference, Australia finished the half positively. But after 45 minutes in Dallas, it's Egypt leading the Socceroos by a 0-0.
We'll keep an eye on Geordie Boss, who's still receiving treatment on the edge of the field there in Dallas. Both nations chasing history. It's Egypt who's taken the first step in that direction. What response can the Socceroos conjure? Mark Milligan, Sarah Walsh, Tommy Orr break down the first 45 for you right after the break.
Oh, keeper.
So here we go. Our Combank Socceroos. Excitement's building.
Ooh.
And the unsung
A
hero
4-star
of
and
the
a
match,
4-star.
Blackmore's Magnesium, from a team with 90 years of expertise supporting 90 minutes of play. Those muscles will be saying thank you. Get more out of rest with Blackmore's.
If you're looking for the future of football, it's gonna be me. Capaz que no sabe quién soy todavía. Pero pronto lo vas a saber.
Aw, that's cute. I'm gonna be so big.
Ah.
I won't even be able to walk down the street.
The future
I'll be back.
is already here.
Oh.
Next starts now.
Oh.
At Coles, we're on a mission to help inspire Aussie kids and to get active too. Which is why we're proudly sponsoring kids' sports programs all over the country, like Coles Mini Roos. It's a great way to get kids moving and to support local communities. Coles, proudly supporting Mini Roos.
The greatest players to ever grace the sport. It's a real crack. Oh, it's magnificent.
The world crowned a champion. Then we trade national flags for club colours.
How did he do that? That is something very special.
Every star.
That is world class.
Every rivalry.
Oh, that's an absolute ripper.
Every goal of the Premier League and Champions League on Stan Sport.
Whatever happens, Rexona won't ever let you down.
Right, it's a warning light, Phil. Don't brush it off. Have you tried this?
Get targeted relief from pain and inflammation with Voltaren Pain Relief Gel 12 hourly and keep your body running. And new from the makers of Voltaren, VoltaHeat and VoltaCool Pain Relief range for fast heating and cooling you can feel.
My name is Captain Jacob Pierce. All my men were murdered for political and financial gain. I want people out there to know the truth.
There's a bomb somewhere in Paris. Thousands of people will die.
Bring me the president, or I will detonate.
Move fast, kill the bad guys. Try not to shoot me.
Christian Volpato went close early, a strike from distance that oh so nearly got the Socceroos off to the perfect start. Your Hyundai highlight, it wasn't to be, and Egypt took their first opportunity. So the Aussies trail at the break. It is Egypt 1, Socceroos 0. Welcome to the Halftime Show. I'm Neve Owens alongside Mark Milligan, Sarah Walsh and Tommy Orr. Some worrying signs for Geordie Boss right on the stroke of halftime. We saw that halftime whistle went. This is what happened afterwards. He managed to get to his feet, but from there, Millsy, it didn't look good for that left knee.
Yeah, no, it didn't look good when it happened either, and obviously you hope for the best in these moments because that's a massive loss for us. And I think if you look at the the Aussies bench at the moment, you don't really have anything even close to a like in terms of the attacking output that you get from Geordie Boss. I think all the replacements that you'd be looking at are naturally more defensive.
Yeah, I think it's probably going to be a Jason Guerrier who comes in. If it is a like for like, I mean, I can't see him continuing. You see how ginger he looks in the video there, but yeah, I think Aziz Behich is one potentially you could maybe say get forward a little bit more on that left-hand side, but absolutely, this is a big loss for the Socceroos.
It is really sad for Geordie Boss himself as well, Walshy. He has done so much in that Socceroos jersey. He's been so crucial even when he was forced to shift to the right-hand side because they are already short.
Yeah, I've got to say, I agree with Wilshire here. There needed to be an earlier yellow. I think there's been too many late challenges. You know, Hafez for only having 2 minutes in this entire World Cup. He's been fantastic at left back, but that was completely late, and there's been a couple of those. So, look, you concede an early goal. That's what happens. Teams like this will be able to manage the game, and it's going to be a tough second half. They need to come out and play a bit more positive, particularly without the ball.
Let's get the latest from the Australian camp. Paul Ocon joined us a short time ago.
Hello, Icon. Firstly, pretty distressing there watching Geordie Boss get carried in. What did you make of the incident and just heartbreaking?
Yeah, terrible tackle. From what we understand, the referee played advantage, but he doesn't come back and book the player. Yeah, disappointing, but we've got to move on and be better in the second half.
Confident you can turn around. Obviously, just a bit of a scrappy goal from their point of view, but plenty of moments in attack.
Yeah, we're disappointed. We gave away a cheap goal from set pieces. Normally, we pride ourselves on that. I think we were a little bit late getting out. Maybe kept him on side, but I think for us, you know, it's about keeping the ball. Once we get to 5, 6, 7 passes, we seem to find pockets of space, and if we can do that better in the second half, I've got no doubt we'll create more opportunities for us.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Socceroos assistant coach Paul Ocon there at halftime in the Socceroos clash with Egypt. As we have a look at the highlights from the first 45, the Socceroos, Tommy, gave away a free in a very dangerous position, and they were forced to pay for it.
Yeah, we saw earlier than that Volpato, probably our best moment of the half, is a brilliant strike with his left foot. He was finding these little pockets of space. This was his best moment of the half. I think his decision-making did let him down on a couple of occasions, but I think this on the right-hand side, Millsy, when we were getting forward at pace, Geordie Boss using his pace was a threat, wasn't it?
Yeah, and he is. He's a constant threat. But again, you see there, even when he does get past,
92.
Very limited numbers in the box. Only Nesta in the box. I think that our best opportunities moving forward are going to come. I think they're vulnerable in terms of they've given the ball up a lot in dangerous areas as well. If we can be brave enough to get pressure on the ball, I think we'll get some joy.
See, yeah, Eric Kunda's left his player unmarked here. He's just lack of awareness here. You've got a striker that's meant to be gold side, first side, but he's just got to do better. But Ashore, he scored against Belgium. He was fantastic. They've been good.
I think conceding off a second phase of a set piece is always avoidable, so Popper won't be happy with that one. But we did have a few moments after that. We saw offset pieces that were largely disappointing, but these long throws from Sokati caused a bit of chaos. We know Egypt, they're not comfortable defending these kind of long throws, are they?
No, they're not. And you see when it does become a little bit chaotic, they do struggle. And we've seen that previously from them as well. But you know, we're sort of looking now, I think, to really find something that's repeatable in the way that we play. I think you see even there, whilst Volpato has been decent, if he gets his head up early and gets an early ball into the box, Nesta's in a fantastic position there.
You did mention set pieces there, Tommy. Interesting tactic in the first half, and we've seen it throughout the World Cup so far. That floating long ball not working at the moment.
Well, I think with the size we've got, if you get the delivery right, and the delivery right means at pace, and you make good timing of your runs in the box, it's almost impossible to defend. So I think that we're allowing the defenders to get the pole position and making it more difficult than it needs to be. So that has been, it's normally such a huge weapon for us. I think it's been a very disappointing part of our game this whole tournament, but I think just more broadly, you look at the chances we're creating. I think Nestory has been too isolated up front, with and without the ball. When we're pressing, it's him pressing alone and they're just picking us off. And with the ball as well, when we do go long to him, when no one's pushing up for the second balls.
Tony Popovich with plenty to think about at halftime, a big halftime talk underway as we speak. We'll take you back for the second half in Dallas right after this break.
How is that not a foul? You just push people in the back and get away with it? Like, fuck, man. Come on, man. His feet. America. Ooh. There's one for foot accountant.
So here we go. Our Combank Socceroos. Excitement's building. Good fake.
Oh. Oh. 2 in a row. Portugal.
Getting up for these FIFA World Cup
Oh,
games
is that a
is
goal?
real pain in the back.
Casemiro.
Hey, game's on
Hello.
soon. I'm
Bruno.
on red charge. Oh, EV3, car of the year. Just get in the.
Oh, he.
Of course, you just do it automatically.
Oh, he.
Show off.
Kia, movement that inspires.
With the World Cup kicking off, Carpacola
Three in
kicking
a row.
off their $40 million stock clearance. With massive savings on an amazing range of carpet, hybrid and timber flooring, window coverings and flooring accessories.
Take me
And
down.
you can take up to 50% off the price of any fashion rug in-store or at carpacore.com.au. So you better get in quick to score these deals before the final whistle.
The experts in the trade.
Oh. I'm unstoppable.
Get Macca's delivered for just 99 cents, whether you're staying up late or making a day of it. No matter the moment. Order now
What's this one?
only on the My Macca's
Oh,
app.
through pass assist with Austrian, that's right. Make sure I get that done. Assist with a cross. Assist with a cross. It's got a chip shot. It's got 3 goals for having 2 places in Norway or Belgium. Belgium.
Sometimes it's hard to forget the losses.
Let's do that.
But over time, you realise the moments that truly matter aren't found on the scoreboard. That's why at Hisense, we design products that create more of those moments. Because in the end, it's not just about the result.
Let's get the Aussies in.
It's about enjoying every moment with the people that matter most.
Oh, we're going to do the Austrian assist. I think it's 3 pass. Austrian assist.
Whatever happens, Rexona won't ever let you down.
The U.S. government, which is dedicating his life service to...
Here he is, Sainz, this guy.
It's back on him.
Kane, sorry.
They called him the Beast.
This is not something to underestimate. What I'm built for.
Ref.
Defending things and need to defending.
What are you talking about, man?
To ensure his own survival.
The Old Man. Stream now on SBS.
Oh, what's that?
Welcome back to Dallas Stadium in Texas, where the Socceroos are about to make a change heading into the second half. Trail Egypt 1-0 at the break. Jordy Boss went down injured right on the cusp of halftime. It looks from those pictures like Kai Truan will be the player to replace
Truan.
Milligan. A whole heap for Tony Popovic to think about at the break. Does that injury cause not just one change, but potentially more?
Yeah, look, I think it does. I think something does need to change, and I don't think it hasn't at the moment. Obviously, just the like for like at the moment, but it's a tough situation because traditionally we spoke about Nesta being able to play 90 minutes, but we need someone like Nesta on the pitch. So that's why I thought at half-time we may have seen Nesta move to that left-hand side potentially at the cost of Irvine. I just think this game, Irvine's a fantastic player, but this game, Irvine's a runner. We need somebody on the ball. Maybe that pushes Metcalf in there, opening that space for Aaron Kunda and Mo up top. But time will tell. He's going to have to make a move at some point if nothing changes soon.
Yeah, I think that's the key, is that we were losing that kind of attacking thrust on the right-hand side in the wing-back role, so you need to make up for that ability somewhere else on the pitch. So I think that if this score stays the same going into the second half, it's only a matter of time before he has to tweak things. And I just think as well, it's more about the intent of our team rather than the personnel. I think we need to be more positive more proactive in that press too, because they have turned the ball over a number of times in their back third. So I think we need to learn the lesson from that and get in their faces.
At the risk of bringing it back to personnel, we haven't seen Mo Toure and Nesta Irinkunda on the field together since match day 1. Is this the time, Walshy?
Yeah, I think by doing that, you're always going to have someone in the box, right? Always going to have that threat. I would love to see Irinkunda on the left at some point, and I like that Irvine.
Come on, man.
Start to play a little bit more attacking as well. It'd make a statement to Egypt. They're going to play out this match, I think, how we've seen on the ground, and there's going to be lots of games being played.
That's a cross.
We know Toure can do a job on his own.
What a through pass.
At his club team, that's why he scored so many goals towards the back end of the season. He scraps, he works hard, and he's a poacher.
I don't think the right back for Egypt's been tested yet, not by Metcalf, and let's see Irinkunda up against him.
History on the line in Dallas. There are no second chances from here. Let's take you back to your
Come on, boys.
team, David Bashir and Luke Wilkshire.
Fuck off, mates.
Second half underway and Kai Truan's first appearance at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. And there's an opportunity for Egypt as they send that shot wide. Omar Mamouche, a gaping goal at his beckoning.
Shit.
And he couldn't find the right contact. And it was Kai Truan caught the wrong side. And that is a very fortunate let-off for Australia.
That's a big let-off. That could have been an absolute disastrous start to the second half. Truan, yeah, of course you're coming in, but you got to quickly get up to the tempo. You can't let him that side of you. Mamouche, normally you would back to put those away, but thankfully for the Socceroos, he's put it wide.
And that may be the slice of luck they need, and that's a big contact on Nesta Irinkunda. The referee's not going to pay it.
Oh, red!
I'm not sure.
That's a red, mates.
Yeah. Some of his calls in the first half did not make sense, and that was very heavy on Nesta Irinkunda.
There's been plenty of intent. We've seen it off the ball, in
The
and around.
fuck are you doing, umpire?
Yazzie had the ball in mind, but he most certainly had Nesta Irinkunda in his mind as well.
Oh.
I'm not sure what his definition of a foul is.
But I like from Chikati there, getting his body across and talk about that, being clever in these areas, drawing the foul in these dangerous areas where we can get people in the box, where we've been threatening. We just need that delivery.
It is the right foot of Aidan O'Neill, gives us some air. Harry Sutar, centering header, but again there was just a sea of red there. You'll get a second bite at it. Glance wide, it breaks for Irvine.
Sutar! Oh, Metcalf.
Haney down for Egypt.
Haney there at the back post, did enough to put Metcalf off, but he's suffered a blow. And he looks to be sleeping at the moment. The medic's coming on, hopefully he'll be okay.
It's the first time we've seen that aerial strength of Harry Sutar exploited by Australia in a positive sense.
It has, and we spoke about the height that we have and the strength we have in that area, making use of it. We see the Egyptians sometimes when they're going up, not even knowing that they can't win the ball and looking to try and draw a foul, to drag the referee into a decision, but it's definitely causing them problems, those balls into the box.
Mohamed Haney getting to his feet very gingerly. He went off the pitch in the first half after a coming together with Nesta Irinkunda from memory. Obviously there's strict protocols with head knocks.
Well, I saw that live batch. I thought that he was out. He looks very groggy. So I'm not too too sure about the medical staff's decision to allow him to continue.
Well, the referee has to be satisfied the medical staff have given him the right information. There's no doubt that Egypt will try to take the sting out of any momentum Australia produces in the second half.
And what has been a very lively start to the second half. And I'm sure it's only got more to come.
And just a word on Geordie Boss, that's so unfortunate and undeserved from a player that was, you know, outstanding against Paraguay, lively here, and riding too many challenges, one too many in the first half.
Yeah, it was devastating to see, obviously, Geordie Boss have to come off and take that heavy knock. It didn't look good, and we wish him well. He's been fantastic for this Socceroos team, and we hope it's nothing serious.
You can see that the Egyptian official being waved away by the fourth official, saying there needs to be a natural stop of play. They're not satisfied yet.
We're going to get a lot of that this second half. The play act and the going down. So far, the referee this second half has not taken it, not biting.
Yeah, we heard Paul Loicon Senior, the assistant to Tony Popovich, describe that tackle by Hafez has been terrible. And the referee doesn't come back and book him. That's the mental World Cup obstacle Australia has to get through if they're to progress. Here's O'Neill. As his Bache does well. Knocked down by Harrington.
Fantastic touch, composure from the 18-year-old.
Really controlled a hot ball superbly. Comes out the Sutar. They did finish the half impressively, Australia. Now Sutar has to double back and scans the horizon for any pending trouble. Well, gets himself in a little tangle with Mo Salah on his hip. You know, you could tell just by that action that Salah's just not trying to close down any space.
No, he hasn't. Definitely hasn't put himself about. He's waiting and trying to pick his moment, Salah, to impact the game.
Volpato, Australia's best player in the first half. Into the back of Nestri, no whistle. Volpato rides the first challenge. Whipped into the back post.
Oh.
And Aziz Bache was there, not the right man in that situation. O'Neill carries it forward.
Ref!
Was that late from Ashura?
Oh, he's given the throw in.
What?
I didn't think it was a foul,
Come on, mate.
At least they'll throw him, but a player who is looking to impact this game, Volpato, just looking for that end product.
Just starts fucking slashing them. Just fucking hit them if they're not going to pay any fouls.
In South America, in the Copa Sudamericana and the other cup competitions, yes, but I think by far and away this is his biggest appointment. Volpato, Bache.
And he's going to have a lot to deal with in his second half because, like I said, there's a lot on the line. This is an experienced Egyptian side who will look to play the game in their way, draw fouls, manipulate it.
Chakati caught. Mamouche takes over. And that's exactly what Paul Ocon Senior said at the break. For Adrian Archuli, Australia needs to protect the ball a lot better. Aaron Kunda, and that pressure may pay dividends. On the burst here is Aziz Bache. Numbers in the middle, just needed a better delivery.
Again, comes from the press from Nestor Aaron Kunda with real intent. They turn it over, and then Bache couldn't find the ball to the back post where Volpato was free.
Australia are coming. They just need better end product. Irvine. Good first touch by O'Neill, and that again a cynical tackle.
But this for me again is now clever. We've spoken about it here. Aiden O'Neill draws him in, yet takes the contact and gets to get foul here in a dangerous area. Not looking to ride it. Take the contact, go down, let us get this delivery. It's a real threat for us.
And a smart play by Aiden O'Neill. deliver. They've got a clear height advantage. They have not been effective from set pieces. Will this be the moment for Australia? Second half.
No time like the present.
You can see Harry Sutar will come back from an offside position. Just try to unsettle the Egyptian line. He does that now. Good delivery! Oh, wonderful goal! What a moment!
Let's go! Come on!
Captain Courageous has seized
Suda!
the second half in Dallas.
I honestly don't know who's got on the end of this ball, whether it was Suta,
Suda, Suda, Suda. I didn't even see it. Come on! Oh my back. It's fucked.
There's a ball, everyone's onside. And it's an own goal. It's an own goal from Haney, who suffered not long ago a head knock.
Oh.
But we'll take it.
Don't go.
We'll take it. Just over the top of the head of Harry Sutar, who was the threat, and they were trying to mark that threat. And as a result, a mistake, a sweet mistake as far as Australia is concerned. No issue with offside.
It's the delivery. When the delivery is on point, it's difficult to defend, and that's what can happen.
So just the response Australia was looking for in the second half. The intent to be more positive and smarter in the forward third as well. It was all about the free kick won by Aidan O'Neill and the delivery.
It was, and we're just seeing, like I said, when we press and we really press with intent and aggressive, we force them into turnovers, we get higher up the pitch, and I think on the balance of the game, the Socceroos deserve the equaliser.
Sure. Pressure applied by Irankunda. Rabia. Artia looks for the run of Haney. Good anticipation by Bajic. Australia trying to keep their defensive shape. Fati. Artia. Hafez was pretty fortunate not to get booked in the first half. Haney plays it first time. Return ball from Marcelo. Assure. Enjoying possession, but no cutting edge from this move, and they have to go all the way back, and that's a testament to Australia's defensive shape.
It has been, and you know, through all of the tournament thus far, the defensive shape, the work rate without the ball from one another, closing spaces, staying connected has been phenomenal.
That's smart work by Irvine, floated forward by
Kunda.
Inviting the run of Mestre Irankunda. Just a little overhit there from Kai Truan.
Yeah, but a straight there, looking to Nestorian behind. It's where we want him, but it's been able to find that right ball.
I think Kai Truan might be the most relieved player on the pitch at the moment, given the way the second half started for him.
It would have been very different, right? When you have such moments at this level, you've got to take those chances, and when you don't, you often find that you get punished for it.
Waits for Zico. And Walsh opens up for Salah. Looking for a second goal of the World Cup tournament, but it was Jackson Irvine with that clearance.
Fantastic cover at the moment. Salah got the ball, bodies around to cover, as is Bajic. Last person you want to leave one-on-one on the edge of the box.
Oh, go back, boys. Go. Go to Kunda. Go to Kunda. Yay! Like giving yellows, bro. Come on,
I think so. Look, we've waited. They got impatient. Yazir has been lining him up time and time again, and he was never going to get that ball. But had full intent to get in the
Come on,
story.
ref.
And the issue is VAR cannot intervene on a yellow card, and certainly wasn't enough for a red.
No, but it's a stonewall yellow card for me. But the Socceroos again defensively sound, and in transition you see that threat again. Though a dangerous area now, a chance again if we
Come on,
get
boys.
that delivery right.
Same man on the ball. Similar angle. Can they match the result?
Go Harrington.
Sutar the target. Harrington gets his body in. Volpato surveys the scene. Well controlled by O'Neill. And good weight on the ball. Oh, Irvine clever. Harrington forward.
Go.
Straight in with great attacking purpose
Go.
in the second half.
Go Suter.
Sutar lays it off. Irvine, he's had a very effective game. Volpato wants the return ball. In a pocket of space there was Nestor Irankunda. Metcalf. Irankunda thought about the shot.
Oh!
And lines up on the second. Asking.
Ah, fuck off, mate.
The referee somehow has picked out a free kick.
What do you mean, mate?
Those balls into the box. The Socceroos first and second balls causing all sorts of problems. But then this is something to be mindful of. Yeah.
Didn't even touch him.
Not a bad foul from Harry Suter.
Thanks.
That's clever. We've had that bit of pressure up, but to stop that transition there, ball comes Salah, giving the foul away in that area, allowing the Socceroos now to get back behind the ball, get compact and in shape.
Now, I think what Tony Popovic is blowing up about is the consistency of the calls.
Yeah, I think when you let them go that many times, then they're going to continue to be reckless, and we've seen that. And that's when players can get hurt.
7. 8. Wow, that's 10. Then you just put him straight back up.
We've seen this before, haven't we? Socceroos connected, closing those spaces centrally, patient in defence.
Hafez thought about delivering the cross. Zico comes short. They build up through Ibrahim and Ashur. And now the run spotted for Mo Salah. The gap closed and the flag is raised on the Egyptian superstar.
A fantastic line from the Socceroos, connected, keeping the line. Mo Salah drifting offside. It's a good finish, Bash.
I think everybody thought that Harry Sutar may have got a touch, including me, but it doesn't really matter, does it?
I don't think anyone cares who put it in the back of the net. We just want to see it get to the back of that net.
Oh, there we go. Not that we need anything. This season's already over.
Plays his club football with
Ah,
New York City, of
fuck's
course.
sake, man.
With Aidan O'Neill, who's profited from his move to the MLS, as has this man, Lucas Harrington, who hasn't missed a second of league play with Colorado Rapids, and what an amazing ascension he's had since January, moving from Brisbane Roar. Swept
Go Kunda.
Kunda's first touch off the head was heavy.
He found himself in a little bit of space if he was able to. It was maybe just a little bit too high for him there in the story.
Hassan the first to look to his
Get off the pitch.
comes out.
A middle.
There's some Hassan is warming up to come on for Egypt. France-born winger who played for Real Oviedo before they were dispatched to the second tier of Spanish football. Relegated at the end of the season. Dreamin. Not much margin in that crossfield ball to Connor Metcalf.
Going on, EA. Get me in the game.
Volpato just lets the touch run a little. And that's a costly turnover for Australia.
He found himself in a great position, Volpato. He takes up those positions. That Tommy's first touch let him down. We turn over the ball again.
Perfect conditions under the roof at the Dallas Stadium. 70,000 in attendance. And it's 1-1 beyond the hour mark in this round of 32 knockout match. Both Egypt and Australia searching for their first knockout win at a FIFA World Cup. Atia, Ashur, Harrington read it superbly. Aaron Kunda turns with purpose. Chakati.
No, what are you doing, Scotty?
And a costly turnover. Numbers get forward here for Egypt. Dangerous moment. And it's driven into the legs there of Mo Salah.
We had a great passage of play there. Chakati just with a bit of a
Missed the
sloppy
kick.
ball, turns it over.
What have we got?
Well defended by Sutar.
What have we got?
I think a move is in the offering for Tony Popovic pretty soon. Atia. Haney. Let's try the slicer. I think Mo Salah was offside. Haney delivers near post. Page needs to be secure. And that's good work as this Page.
Good work from Aziz Page, but Harry Sulta snuffing out the threat of
Two
Mo Salah.
Bosnia.
In and around
Oh, do
that
we have
box,
two
quickly to
Bosnia?
close the space, cut out the ball, and then to
Through
defend the
pass
cross.
with two
There's
Bosnians.
Hossam Abdelmagi, the tallest man in this Egyptian lineup, 193 centimetres, the centre back from Zamalek. And
Oh, Austrian.
Hassan, the French-born winger, on for his fifth cap for Egypt. So fresh legs
Score
on the
3
pitch.
chip shots. And 1
The
Turkish.
momentum to Australia.
Okay.
But maybe a little switch back to Egypt here because they've had a last 5 minutes of positivity. Hills to start the half. Beach
90.
the clearance away. Rising Kunda. Bajic works that superbly, and just the experience of Aziz Bajic.
That's experience. We've done this well. We've picked up second balls. We've competed. Clear foul.
Let's activate that Evo.
And there it is, the hydration break with the score at 1-1 in the second half. Let's go to the Macca's match break.
Alright. Squad battle. Oh.
The Quarter Pounder Deluxe looks familiar from the waist down, but where fresh lettuce and tomato hits the juicy beef patty, that's where it earns the deluxe title.
Oh. So we need 3 ball assists to him. Do we need a cross again?
flogged out there. Listen up. Now, there's a way out of this. We get back up and go straight to the end. We find a wide range of offers across new and demonstrator models. And we just drive away.
We're going to lose again.
Not if we leave now.
With offers on the Insta, Kona Hybrid and Tucson Hybrid. It's game on at your participating Hyundai dealer today.
The nature of the war has changed.
This guy.
Our
Haynes.
discussion is utter madness. To the new way of war. The next stage is invasion. Some call it to be the first on the beach. The European campaign is going to make Africa look like a tea party. Liberation is now in your hands.
Rogue Heroes. Stream now on SBS On Demand.
Oh, ref.
Dallas Stadium with Mila Jednak giving instructions to Kai Truan, who was the second half substitute for the unfortunate Jordan Voss, who went off injured just before the break. Hope it's not serious for Geordie, because it was a pretty bad coming together, wasn't it?
It was. It didn't look good, and yeah, like I said, he was clutching his knee, and he's a tough young man who most certainly wouldn't want to go off. And like I said, I just hope that it is nothing serious, because he's got such a bright future.
Right, there's the through pass.
Part of the Socceroos
We need a chip shot.
Yeah, absolutely. And it looks like Aiden Hrustic has been readied. Of course, he came on late against Paraguay just to settle things down. Without a club at the moment. Floated forward by Sutar. Truan took it well in the first touch, and then denied by Hafez. It'll break nicely here for Volpato.
Ref!
Opens it up and looked like he was fouled on the edge of the area. Curled in.
Oh.
Aaron Kunda rise as well. Taken down superbly by Ashua. Australia have to be wary on the counter-attack. Haysom with the fresh legs. And well defended as is Bage. He's had a very good match.
No, you know what you're going to get from Aziz. Mr. Reliable on this left side, but quickly to retreat. We've got to be mindful. Some good moments going forward, but Egypt looking a threat in transition as well.
Look how hard Nasser Irankunda is pressing just to try to force the mistake up high. Abdullah Gir. Mohamed Haney conceded that own goal. Haysom.
I thought it was the guy that got concussed.
And who knows, he had suffered a pretty heavy head knock. What, 10 minutes before the own goal went in?
He certainly did. Looked to me from up here that he was out. The players rolled him over, but the medical team cleared him to carry on. Fortunately for the Socceroos.
Haysom. It was a pretty sharp winger for Egypt. Good spread of the pitch too. This guy's had a good match, Hafez. If not a little fortunate to avoid the yellow card. And he thought about delivering the cross first time. Brings in Haysom. Now it opens up for Mohamed Haney. Ashur drags his shot wide.
You see again there the Socceroos patient in defence. Egypt going from one side to the other. No space to go through the middle. And then defending the box when balls come in.
Ref!
Well, we're 73 minutes in.
Come on, mate.
Hrustic replacing Christian Volpato. And you just saw with a couple of poor touches and still building up to match fitness. This is a good double move. Mohamed Toure did not come on against Paraguay, but he's replacing his good mate in Nestor Irankunda for a different look up front for Australia.
Yeah, look, we know what we get from Toure. And the threat that he's going to be, Aiden Hrustic, very similar to Volpato. Volpato just couldn't quite get that end product again, but a good performance again from him, seeing more minutes built into him fitness-wise. But Aiden Hrustic is another one who can find a pass. We'll look to release Toure going forward.
Start of the first couple of matches did Mohamed Toure, so we've got the Mo off at the moment. Sulla versus Toure. I was looking forward to that. Maybe from the outset. Substitutes will play a huge part, as will fitness, as this match edges towards perhaps extra time.
It will, most certainly. You know, the Socceroos obviously have more time, plenty of recovery time between games, and a younger team, squad. We know the Egyptian squad is a lot more experienced, but legs can definitely play a part.
You still need cool heads on the pitch, but you've made that point in the build-up. No foul against Irvine. Put forward by Sutar. Harrington again, a sure touch. He reads it so superbly. Oh, lovely step over there from Moture, threatening. Strader working hard. Bajic.
Great reactions from Connor Metcalf to win that ball up high.
Bajic into a dangerous area. Looked to be a throw.
That was out.
Clearly. Not seen by the assistant that way.
We're only 10 stories up, but I saw that out.
Harrington. A touch and a delivery that I'm sure has picked up so much attention from the big clubs in Europe.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Some of the performances from all of these Socceroos definitely will put them in the market.
He knows when to play forward and when to be conservative, and that's instinct as a defender. Truant up the line. Irvine peels wide. St. Pauli captain who will be playing in the second tier of German football if he remains with the club. Not sure Connor Metcalf will. I think he's set for a departure. Australia trying to maintain their energy.
Yeah, just in patience with the ball. There's no need to force things early when it's not on. Going forward, wait for the moment, move the Egyptians around.
It's been a pretty even spread of possession, 43% for Australia, 47% for Egypt, and 10% in dispute. Australia have had more chances in the match. So they deserve this moment to try to force their way into the round of 16. Truant hasn't got the pace to get past Hafez, who's under pressure. It's a lovely combination. Opens up. And that was the first involvement there for Aiden Hrustic.
He done ever so well. Little 1-2 with Truant, onto his favoured left foot.
Truant getting forward. Aiden Hrustic opens up nicely, just needed a quicker first touch. Here's O'Neill. Metcalf wasn't happy with the run of Bajic, so goes all the way back to Harrington.
He's been superb again. Harrington composed, 18 years of age on this world stage in the round of 32. Incredible.
Truant doesn't have the pace of Geordie Boss, but just needs to be safe and secure. Australia are probing, trying to find that passing angle, that opening. O'Neill, angle ball to Hrustic. Sure, deep in his own half defending.
Oh.
I think he might have
Get up.
his energy levels. Hafez.
You can't just sit down.
In the first match against Belgium as a late substitute.
Get up.
Shows, and the intensity.
What's he doing?
The mental pressure.
And remember, their first choice left back, Ahmed Fatou.
What is he doing?
So they don't have a natural replacement. 2 per position. And it looks like Karim Hafez, the 30-year-old from the Pyramids Club, his day may be over. Interesting with Aiden Hrustic. He plays in the Eredivisie with Heracles, but he's without a club.
Yeah, like I said, he's very similar to Volpato. Can open up a defence. He did that there for a moment. But now to the time, who's going to be the one to put their name etched into history, step up and create the moment of magic that we need to win a game?
Well, they draw on the experience of Mahmoud Trezeguet from Al-Ahly. 24 goals in 98 international matches, so he's creeping up to 100 caps for his country. Scored the third goal against New Zealand in Egypt's only World Cup victory in their history in nearly 100 years of World Cup play.
Question is, how many of those caps has he played at left back, Bash?
That is a very good question. I'm suggesting not too many.
We're about to see his defensive qualities in this last 10 to 15 minutes.
O'Neill, he has grown and grown in this tournament. Aidan O'Neill, one of the true leaders of this Socceroos team.
He's been superb. He has. He's just come into his own, and you can see the confidence and belief. But again, just clever, getting your body in the way, drawing the foul. And we ask the question again with this ball into the box.
Well, you really sense Australia feel like they've got the physicality
Cut up,
and
cut
the
up.
fitness.
Fuck's sake, man. Where are you running, bro?
Over Egypt. Can that translate? And
Cut up.
Coach Hossam Hassan getting a little hot under the collar, although he hasn't got one, to the fourth official. That's a collar at least. O'Neill floats the ball in, looking for Sutar. Wins the header. It loops up. May break here. Initially for Connor Metcalf, Irvine just couldn't react quickly enough.
That's all right. Suda! Why? Hit the ball!
Egyptian defender, it was a fair ball to contest, and that's exactly what Mo Touré's arguing.
He hit the ball.
It was a fair ball to contest. There's no doubt that it was heavy contact, fair heavy contact, which we've been copping. But again, balls into the box causing problems. Touré winning the ball. Sutat got nothing but eyes for the ball. And a little bit of contact there.
Well, the arm's not raised. He had every right to contest the header. He is 6'8", Australia's tallest outfield player. Rabi is made of some stern stuff. Maybe some of his teammates should take his cue a little bit in the way they recover from knocks.
You're always going to come off second best if you got Harry Suter bearing in on you like that.
Great touch by Mo Salah. He's one player that needs to be marked, even though he's not at 100%. Here's Trezeguet. Fresh legs for him. The cutback is good for Ashur. Australia have a strong defensive line. They get themselves in a little tangle. Chakati, and that's off the defender, or the attacking player at least, for a goal kick to the Socceroos.
Well, if Trum was caught out early in that second half when he come on, some fantastic defending here with Trezeguet, getting his body across him, keeping his body between him and the ball. Needed to be good defending. But we're seeing Trezeguet come on. Maybe not a defender, but he's going to give a threat going forward for Egypt in that left-back position.
Go.
Wonderful scenes outside the stadium before the match with supporters of both countries. Australia prominent, the Socceroos fans in the fan zone outside the stadium. And of course the Egyptians providing great colour.
Uncharacteristic error there from Aidan O'Neill, turning the ball over. But you speak on atmosphere in here, Bash, you look around and you feel it. The place is trembling. Can there be someone to find a winner to set this place alight?
They don't do low-key very well in Texas, do they?
Everything's bigger and better, they say, and from what I've seen in these last couple of days, I can't disagree.
A big state for big personalities, that's for sure.
Some nice rewards here.
Here's Trezeguet. much experience with him. Very wary they are of Australia on the counter-attack. That's why they want to keep the ball in key areas, Egypt.
Yeah, we've seen in passages where Egypt can have the ball and they're shifting it from right to left, trying to open up the Socceroos, but Socceroos disciplined. And so far, Egypt been unable to pierce through that defence.
Sure, tries to play a little quicker. Hiddy. Hossam. He's got a sharp turn of foot. Trezeguet outnumbered. Breaks to Rabia.
That's all right.
Sure lets it run.
Ooh.
Socceroos desperate to get Mo Toure on the ball.
I think this last one was a header.
Bounces back. Hossam looked threatening. And that's a well-timed run. And a very timely header. It breaks for Artia. Body's in the way there. Some teasing. He's all left foot to the back post.
Good Beach.
Well. Strong fist on that from Patrick Beach.
Oh, chip with the Turkish in the team. Is it just one?
To stay in the game mentally when he's called upon. He's come out there. The defenders will be delighted to see an early call and a good strong hand because it was a dangerous ball.
Hossam's looking threatening. Little dip of the shoulder. And delivers once more. Trezeguet's in a dangerous area. And it's hooked away by Aiden Rustic. Irvine. Again, clever.
Go.
Played it early. This is positive for Australia. Mo Toure, the only player forward. It breaks in the middle for Irvine. And it's hacked away. Artia in the way for Egypt. Good moment there for Australia.
Good moment in transition.
Australia.
Kytron onside.
Ooh.
And it was begging for the cutback. There were 2 or 3 Australians in a great area.
He knows it. We have bodies in the box. Who's going to find that last
Through pass with Austrian. Oh, one
Who's
more.
going to edge their name in the history books and find the winner? Another opportunity. See if Aiden Hurstich can find the ball in.
Chip
the
shot.
likes of Suter.
Start doing the Norway
3 minutes
ones.
before the 90. Set piece for Australia.
It's been a problem for him all afternoon. If we get this delivery right.
6 Norway and Belgium.
One thing that Aiden Rustic is known for, the sweet left foot and the ability to hit a target. Well, there's plenty of targets there. Lucas Harrington lurking. Australia's number 10 to the near post. Irvine rose with purpose.
Pop it in.
Rustic will get a second bite at it. Whips a dangerous.
Oh!
And Shobir did enough.
Ah, get up.
There, Shobir needed to. Aiden O'Neill giving away the foul. Stop the transition. But some good delivery there from Aiden Hurstich. Jackson Irvine looking to get on the end of it. He does. Then Harry Suter unable to get out of the way of that one.
Again, minimal contact, and Ashur makes the most of it. We've seen a lot worse not paid in this match, that's for sure. Artia.
You just feel the edge now, late in the game.
Hossam. Egypt won't want this to go to extra time, and he's gone down very cheaply. And will he be booked for simulation?
You've got to pay credit there to the linesman and the referee. There has been a lot of this.
Touch him.
Go down easy.
Fuck me.
But like I said, credit to the linesman in this occasion.
Touch. Oh my
out the referee
God.
who's a little bit further away.
You fucking dog.
Well, the assistant was right on the spot.
She called play on. Sail off.
Irvine has battled his heart out for Australia. He's been very effective with Aiden O'Neill in the middle of the park for the Socceroos. Toure trying to apply some high
1,
pressure
2, 3,
on Egypt
4,
playing out.
5.
Here's Rabia.
At this stage of the game, you don't see the team going to go all out to try and win it, knowing that there could be an extra 30 minutes
1, 2,
waiting
3, 4,
very
5,
shortly.
6.
I think Australia may be feeling a little bit more comfortable about the prospects of extra time.
I dare say it as well, where they've spoken a lot about the fact that they feel like they're the fittest team here at the tournament, from all the hard work that they put in preparing for this.
Artia, Trezeguet. We're about to hit the 90.
What up, Vamps?
Flipped over the top. Trezeguet makes a great run. It looks like it's in behind for a corner. It is 5 minutes of additional.
5 extra time, come on.
The hydration break.
He's come on, Trezeguet, in that left back position, and he's been a thorn for Kaitruan. Those forward runs in behind. It's twice he's got in behind him and knocked balls down, but we've had good cover. And now we've got to defend the set piece.
Well, the two superstars of Egypt have been negligible in the second half. Omar Mamouche had that early chance, but after that it's been very quiet, and so Mo Salah. But Mamouche with the corner right at the beginning of injury time. Mo Salah kept it in with a deft first touch. Hossam drops the shoulder and delivers back post. Numbers there for Australia as Lucas Harrington, it breaks for Krustic, who hacks it away. Anywhere will do.
You see the awareness now when those short corners are going and balls knocked out for those second actions. Back in the box, Harrington dealing with the ball. He needed to, some good runs and a good delivery.
Oh, we need the Turkish players to learn.
He's been a good addition for Egypt. Opens up for him.
And again, that delivery into the back post. Trezeguet, Truan able to deal with it.
Oh, through Belgium.
Behind Truan, Trezeguet down that left side. Should be very mindful of it. It's a threat for Egypt.
Egypt applying the pressure in injury
To
time.
Portugal. Oh, bro.
Accelerates, but Irvine read the cutback really well. Helped on by Bage. Mo Salah needs to be assured. Did it take a nick off the number 12 of Egypt?
Unfortunately not for the Socceroos, and as we bear down in the last minutes on the back foot.
It's been looked at by VAR, and it's exactly the technology addition for this World Cup.
Portugal.
That's why the assistant is saying, just wait please before confirmation. It is a corner to Egypt. We are halfway through the 5 additional minutes in this match. Australia usually defend these situations well, and it's Harry Sutar. They need a second header though. It's more up than away from Australia's danger zone. Artia with a flick, delivered well. And the header.
Oh!
What a save! Patrick Beach.
Oh my days.
Oh my God.
The timing of the run, but the save from Paddy Beach, even better. Saving the Socceroos, but we're still going to defend another corner.
One of the saves of the World Cup so far. The young man playing his 6th international in his 4th consecutive World Cup match. Suter away. It breaks for Mo Salah. Not enough on the shot.
We've seen the threat. Salah coming alive. Socceroos having to defend these last minutes. Probably the best spell in the second half for Egypt.
It's free Belgium.
That is just pure reflex. Contorting the body to tip the ball over. Maybe to send this round of 32 match into extra time.
superb goalkeeper and as a goalkeeper, and he's been quiet. But to be alert in the right moments.
Salah has come to life. Artia, unlikely source of a goal, and he was closed down so quickly.
Jackson Irvine out to get the block. He's been great, but the threat's still there. I think Popovic be looking to get to
Still use the ball, boys.
to the end of this 95 minutes and regroup and head into extra time.
This young Socceroos team has had to wear some serious pressure in the last 7 or 8 minutes. Mostly generated by this man, Hossam.
He has been a big threat since coming on. Hassan and Trezeguet also on the left.
I think with Hossam's introduction, it has sparked Mo Salah into life. Here he is on the ball, the Egyptian captain. Clever flick!
Oh.
Some shot was on target but deflected away. And we're beyond the 5 minutes. Oh, that's a great block. Australia desperately defending.
Come on!
It's going to extra time. They can thank that man for getting Australia to this point. Patrick Beach with an amazing save, one of the best of the FIFA World Cup so far. And this round of 32 in Dallas is going the distance. It is finished 1-1.
History on the line in Dallas. Extra time is next.
Come on, Aussies.
Proud SBS broadcast sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 2026, CommBank. Proudly supporting the CommBank Socceroos.
¿Ese es el equipo? Este es el equipo. Hace 30 años que no quiero. Ok. Dicen que tiene un primer toque increíble. Esa nena dejó la defensa una vez tan maría que le salieron hasta pajaritos en la cabeza. Y este tipo, siempre con la misma...
Who's up next? Who's up next? Who's up next?
Ganan o se van a casa. Y ellos nunca se han ido a casa. Estos son los chicos invencibles.
The count.
Proud SBS broadcast sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 2026, Macca's.
Let's see.
I'm loving it.
Oh. Performance. Yep.
This is quite a game. It'll be a free kick.
Very quick thinking there.
Oh.
Oh, what a goal! Ecstasy, euphoria, and emotion overflows.
Ref. Come at me, bro.
Right, it's a warning light, Phil. Don't brush it off. Have you tried this?
Get targeted relief from pain and inflammation with Voltaren Pain Relief Gel 12 hourly. And keep your body running. And new from the makers
How
of
can I
Voltaren
chip if you're
Volta
fucking
Heat
in the
and
way?
Voltable Pain Relief range for fast heating and cooling
Sag,
you
man.
can feel.
Now that.
Excuse me. Who's that?
Online data tracker. Follows me everywhere I browse.
Companies everywhere bought into AI. Problem is, nothing works together.
That was not me.
Only the ServiceNow AI platform breaks down the walls. It integrates anything, any workflow.
Any data source. And with the AI Control Tower, we can finally manage all our AI.
The ServiceNow AI platform lets you connect and control everything to put AI to work for your people. Take a seat, Nick. On a chair.
Easiest if everybody just moves down one? No, okay.
TV! Or feel things you've never felt before. But you will on SBS.
Oh, outside the box.
It finished 1-1 after 90. Extra time on the way in this round of 32 clash between Australia and Egypt. Mark Milligan, Sarah Walsh, Tommy Orr. The Socceroos kept things pretty tight since they equalised. What's their approach now in this first stanza of extra time?
Yeah, well, I think they'll be looking to get away from our 18-yard box. I think Egypt had us pinned in, especially in that last sort of 5-minute period, and I think their changes made a big difference. Our changes came on at a time where Egypt was starting to get a little bit of ascendancy back in the game. So, yeah, look, it'll be interesting. I think more so to see if Egypt really come out with that same intent as they finish the game with.
Yeah, that's right. I think you've got to say as well, it was an outstanding save from Pat Beach to keep us in it and to give us this extra 30 minutes. It felt like we were hanging on for dear life at the end there, but Millsy's spot on. I think we were playing too deep at the end. We need to pick our moments to get further up the pitch, and you know, I think in the front third we have looked a threat, and set pieces, these types of things, there's still more than one avenue to goal, isn't there?
Yeah, you do feel like Egypt, the changes that, as you said, they brought on Trezeguet. He's a fantastic player. Hussein's looked lively down the right-hand side. I mean, Australia's going to be really, I think, conscious of not leaving themselves vulnerable with these players at attack. And I think if we are going to get it, it's going to be, I think, in broken play where Egypt have thrown too many numbers forward. Touré's looking lively. We just need to get him on the ball more.
It's just about, you're going to have very limited opportunities now at a time. That's normal. But even towards the end of the game there, we got into some good areas. We had Truan getting inside the box. It's just about now that composure in that moment.
And it looks like Ocon
coming on.
Yeah, I'm not sure who's come off yet. O'Neill's off, potentially physically as well. He's put in a great shift. He was very good in that second half, but he will give you a little bit more on the ball, won't he? And it looks like Mabil is coming on as well.
Mabil!
Difficult to see who's coming off, but
come on,
should
Mabil!
give us a little bit more energy.
A huge 30 minutes of football to come, with it all to play for the Socceroos and Egypt. Let's take you back to your commentary team, David Bashir and Luke Wilkshire.
So we've just seen Mabil and Paul Ocon-Extra onto the pitch for extra time for Australia. Fresh legs, experience with Mabil, his first appearance at this FIFA World Cup. Of course, he was part of the squad 4 years ago.
I think, Aiden O'Neill put in so much over the course of this tournament. Popovic looking for the legs when Ocon-Extra is capable. We see there Truan copping a little elbow, milking the foul, which is good.
Yeah, the other player making way is Connor Metcalf, who's got through a power of work.
That's legs. He's after legs. You know, you got 30 minutes of football. We're seeing the impact that the fresh legs for Egypt had. He's spoken a lot about everyone here in the squad is here to play whenever called upon. Now is the moment.
Early free kick for Australia. Mabil, of course, scored against Curacao in the farewell match for Australia in Melbourne. Delivers the free kick, well shaped too. Well, the Castellon man who plays in the second tier of Spanish football. Helped on by Irvine. Mabil tries to give and go and may have come off for Australia. That's very clever. At 30 years of age, he's so experienced. Mabil looking to provide some cutting edge in this extra time period.
We saw the Hassan coming on change it for Egypt with clever feet there. We saw Mabil, and the ball in the box was superb. But a good lively start for Awa.
This is where they have to be wary. They got very deep, as we heard from the Tommy Orr at the break. Wanted Australia just to keep a little bit higher line.
Yeah, if you get too deep, you're just inviting pressure, and we saw that time and time when you're getting balls in the box, unable to get out.
Salah did look threatening late in the match with Haysom's introduction.
We've seen him and Hassan there, drifted to the right. You see again Hassan drifting to the right, wants to cut in on his left foot and look for that in-swinging ball to the back post.
And here he is now. does that so well. It breaks for Salah. Oh, a little skip of anticipation for Mohamed Salah, who's one goal behind his coaches.
This is just the experience. He's aware. He look at me on the move, off the back of Aziz's base, quickest to react. Falls on his wicked right foot, thankfully for the Socceroos, and he snatches it over, but it just shows the threat. We say he's been cruising through this game, keeping himself, waiting, picking his moments. And that's the experience and the quality of someone like Mo Salah.
Yeah, he's been managing his body to this point. Drifting in and out of the match. We've seen so many Liverpool strips in the Arlington area in anticipation of Mo Salah coming to town.
Going to make it Motown.
I was thinking that, but you've said it. I think that proves we're a team.
We've had a long enough time together, Bash, now to know that we have a good light-hearted joke every now and then. Why not on air?
Exactly. It is a tense situation, but let's hope Australia play with some freedom and ambition in this extra time period.
Oh.
Sure. Rabia. Trezeguet. Should be defended by Harrington. Ocon actually got a touch, but it was
that's the ball.
So hard one to control, and that can be hardly deemed a back pass. And what about Patrick Beach? A couple of efforts. He hasn't had the volume of saves he made in the first match against Turkey, but that last effort to get them into extra time was nothing short of sensational.
You can't underestimate, yes, the save, but it's, as a goalkeeper, you have to remain in the game, and it's hard when you're not being busy. He's not being busy, but to stay on for that moment, that
ref.
moment. And boy, was he on. Up to the task, saving the Socceroos, bringing us into this extra 30 minutes.
Engschler. Ocon Engschler to Chikati, who wants a short option. Nabil provided it. Looked like a foul. It's not the way the referee saw it.
I think Mo just needs to get his body in between.
That's Mo.
Secure that ball
From
rather than
Nabil.
just looking to flick it. Protect the ball. Link the play.
Yes, Sam. Artia. Always neat and tidy in the midfield. Turn the ball over in a dangerous area. Important intervention there by Nabil. That's clever. Irvine sorts his feet out. Gets it forward to Toure. Needs strength and the ability to hold it up. And, yep, he's paid. We saw if advantage would accrue for Australia. He picked up that foul on Irvine.
Yeah, just something left in here. Just a little bit late left on Irvine. Clearly a foul. To get us out. It's been a tough start to this first period of extra time.
So the fresh legs with Aiden Hrustic and Paul Ocon Engschler, as well as Awal Mabil and Mohamed Toure. Can they have an impact in this extra time period? Two halves of 15 minutes. Engschler.
Superb ball from Ocon Engschler there. Very suited with the reverse ball as well into Hrustic. Better spell for the Socceroos.
Great close ball skills from Ocon Engschler. Wonderful work. Plays in Mohamed Toure, who's onside. Toure dipping in looking for that shooting opportunity.
Oh!
Tie on Aziz Page.
Good spell there for the Socceroos, the best we see here. He's not aware.
Oh, come on, umpire.
He's definitely caught him, but I've got to be honest, that's good defending. He's come across. There was no intent there. Got his body across the front.
No raised arm to save him, that's for sure.
But it was pleasing to see us get that ball into Mo. Face him forward in a bit of space. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with an end product.
That's cold.
But you need that spell with the ball as well. Ocon Engschler, Nabil coming into the game to try and feel their way into the game with the ball.
Sure. Abdullah McGee. Here's Rabia. Artia looking to pick out a pass and by giving this man a little bit too much space and freedom. Haysom on the ball once more. Seizing as his Bajic and getting into a great area, but just overcooking the cross.
But he's shown the threat yet again. Great ball from Artia out. Isolating Hassan. We know he's a threat on his left foot. We're trying to give cover on the inside there, which we did. But he's shown that his acceleration on the outside of Aziz Bajic. We know an experienced defender.
Ball players from
When you have
Portugal.
someone that young and that sharp, it's sometimes hard, and we've seen him do that, so it's definitely a threat.
Helped on by Mo Salah. That's a great intervention by Chakati.
Go.
Bill Strong trying to play in his fellow South Australian Mo Toure. Of course, both have had time at Adelaide United in the A-League. I'm sure the live side at Memorial Drive is pumping at the moment. Trezeguet. Rabia. Haiti. Hassan.
This guy's dangerous, man.
Close ball skills have been dazzling since he came on in the second half. Cross is well weighted, but numbers with Australia.
That was the experience of Aziz Bajic there. Every time that ball gets out to Hassan, Hassan's got one thing in his mind, and that's to go at Aziz. Aziz now, he's just dropped him off a little bit further, giving him a little extra yard, because he saw he's been done. So he's dropped off an extra yard and gone, okay, you ask the question, and managed to send him backwards. Can't get too close to him.
Oh, this is the one we'll do last.
Well, I mean, that's not dissimilar to what we just saw with Aziz Bajic down the other end, where he's come across the front.
Why didn't we get a free?
Not having that one.
No.
Like I said, if he let that one with Aziz go, then I don't feel that one should have been called upon either. Consistency that we asked for.
Sure, Aziz is running on empty, but he's got a big heart. Helped by Hrustic. And again, that amounts to nothing for Egypt.
Finish these ones.
Chakati.
Well, 4 goals in a single match.
Truan gets enough on that challenge, and it's over the top. Nabil's on side.
What?
Oh, is he? Looked like he was level.
What?
Yeah, I don't think he was offside. I think he's called that ball that's bounced out there from the linesman.
Oh my God.
Did well, lunging into a couple of challenges, but we just haven't had that spell with the ball. Can't get a hold of it.
What's this one? Score 4 with 3 Norway. 4 with a striker.
Of course, Australia have made 5 substitutions, but get an extra one for extra time if needed by Tony Popovic.
If you look across the board, you know, obviously Aziz is one of the more experienced players and has been asked a lot of questions out there on the left.
Sure. And that's nowhere near the intended target. And by contrast, Hosam Hassan, the coach of Egypt, has just made the 3 changes.
Yeah, you see a little bit of frustration there from Egypt. Sure, shooting from distance. That beach would be delighted to see him taking that on. But obviously shows that Egypt have got some more fresh legs to come on. But again, like I said, these 5 changes that we've made, you need to try and feel your way into the game, especially with the ball. Get up to the tempo. So hopefully they're going to grow now into this extra time.
Some fingernails being bitten by both sets of fans. Match in the balance at 1-1.
I mean, the biggest thing also is the mentality. I'm going to be the one to make the difference. I'm going to win us this game. You've seen that from Hassan and Trezeguet come on for Egypt and want to try and win this game for him. Have we got it in us to have someone who's going to go, give me the ball. Give me the ball. I'm going to be the one.
You see, Ocon Extra so assured.
Run.
Chikati was seeing a run that wasn't there from Owen Mobile.
Yeah, he just didn't see the second movement from Owen. Again, just shows this second half.
Portugal, right?
First half of extra time, we haven't been able to keep a hold of that ball for long enough, and
1,
again,
2, 3.
back into our defensive shape.
Game management and choices.
Most certainly. But the experience of the Egyptians is shown at the back end of obviously normal time and this first half of extra time.
Australia trying to profit from any drop-off in energy levels, and you can see the frustration there. Countless challenges.
What?
As this coach flailing his arms in the air, he was held back by Hassan.
Yeah, it's a...
What?
For Hassan, an intelligent foul, clear yellow card. Probably one of the few times that Aziz has been able to get on the other side of Hassan. And an opportunity for us again to deliver this ball into the box and bring the likes of Harrington and Chikati forward, where we've been a threat. It's been our biggest threat, balls into the box.
That's the silk
1,
of
2,
Aiden
3,
Rustic.
4.
Set piece. Good
1,
angle
2,
and distance
3.
to hit one of the tall players for Australia. Doesn't get the shape right though.
You can just see there, Harry's made a run towards the middle, opening up the back post because they're worried about him. Chikati coming around the back, but unfortunately couldn't quite get there.
And there it is, the first period of extra time has elapsed. It is Egypt carrying the most threat in that first 15-minute period, but it remains 1-1 in this round of 32 match in Dallas.
It was tight, it was cagey in Dallas. Neither side with any clear-cut opportunities in that first period of extra time. Mark Milligan's there to watch Tommy Orr. What are you looking to change, Tommy? Are you trying to win it before pens?
Well, I think that's not what we're doing. I think that we're just trying to have a spell on the ball and kind of relieve some pressure for our back five. Ocon was brought in to do that. I think his technical ability, and he has got on the ball on a couple of moments, but you can see when we attack, we're not really attacking with numbers, are we?
No, but Awa has offered some energy, especially with those first few minutes when he came on, and look, that's going to be important. I think we still need to start this second half of extra time positively. We don't want to set the tone of, and it's hard. It's very difficult to do that. We don't want to set the tone of just dropping off straight away.
Yeah, and we've got Abdel Karim coming in for Mamouche. It's yeah, we've got another sub to make. How would we go about that?
I don't think you want to change much. I think you obviously got players like Milos Dejanek on the bench, maybe a bit of experience, even for penalty shootout, so we'll see if that comes into play, but I think Popper will be pretty comfortable with how it is right now.
With added time as well, for me, there's two main sort of reasons to making changes. It's you need to make sure that no one's going to break down, but also then if you have a specified penalty taken. Yeah.
Tony Popovic with some big words. A rev up for these Socceroos heading into the second period of extra time. They're chasing history in Dallas. Can they do it, or are we headed for a penalty shootout? Let's take you back to your commentary team there in Dallas. David Bashir and Luke Wilkshire.
Ref.
Thanks, Steve. And we can see the youngest player in the Egyptian squad on the pitch, Hamza Abdel Karim, who's on the books with Barcelona B team he played for, and has been retained by the club. Such is the faith that they show in the young man. And he's come off the bench in every match of the group phase.
It's another threat there coming on for Egypt, obviously on the front foot in that first half. Something we're going to have to monitor and deal with.
Oh my God.
Again, it's a risky back pass. Here's Here's Okonexler. Krustic, one touch, and delivers a looping ball that's met by Mohamed Toure, but with not too much conviction. It was a hard one to generate pace.
It was a good ball in, but it come from the aggressive press. Something obviously spoken about at that halftime break. We were sitting too deep, standing off.
Come on, man.
A little bit of a high press. Again, we turn it over. We get into good areas. Good delivery in the box. Unfortunately, it was just behind Toure and he couldn't get enough on it. And I just feel with the legs that we come on with Mo, with Awa and Aiden up there, we can press a little bit higher because they've come on with those fresh legs. So how can we use that?
Break here for Egypt. Oh, that's a clear foul. He's got front position and this time wins the right call from the referee.
Again, just clever defending from Chikati, getting your body in the way, going down, drawing the foul. Better start to the second half for the Socceroos, like I said, on that front foot, just a little bit more.
Chikati up the line. That's a good run by Mo Toure. Mobile in the setup. Toure needed an earlier delivery. A good run by Awa Mobile.
Superb run from Mo into the space found by Chikati. Couldn't find that last ball though.
Irvine trying to make up the ground. It'll be going all the way through to Patrick Beach. A lot more purpose in the second 15 to start anyway for Australia.
A lot more, and we need it. Like I said, we need to see Mo. We need these sort of balls in behind.
Toure stretching the legs. And that's an unlikely angle. Just needed a little bit more craft.
I think there he's just got to turn out and keep the ball. There's nobody in the box. He's aware of that. Just keep the ball. Bring Awa or someone else into play.
Moments to seize potentially for Australia. Good intervention by Sutar.
Tell you what, it had to be because Salah was away in space there if they could find that ball. Motion's running high now, everyone on edge.
Hassan. Assure. Opens up for Atia. Who took a deflection. Any sort of place that it would have been very interesting for Patrick Beach, but he's positioned himself so well. He's got alertness and awareness.
How many times have we seen this happen and it goes in the other side in the corner? Thankfully, it deflects straight into Paddy Beach's hands.
Great ball, Okonexler. Inviting the run of Bajic. Skips past one challenge. Krustic tries to return the favour, but it may come back the other way too subtly for Australia. Harrington fouls the Egyptian captain Mo Salah. He wants to get on with it quickly and is not allowed to.
Now we see the Harrington, 18 years of age, but they're being clever, like an experienced pro. Just clearly wanting to break down the threat of the transition with Mo Salah. Giving away the foul, clever foul, to allow everyone to get back behind the ball.
He was asked about that pre-match, about marking the likes of Mo Salah and Marmouche, and he's already had a go at Lionel Messi and Marco Reus in the MLS, as Lucas Harrington. Consistently raising the bar of expectation. Here's Hassan. Again, a drop of the shoulder.
That's good cover from Okonexler there. Seeing the change of pace on Hassan. A real threat down this right-hand side for Egypt.
Oh, missed it. Oh, fuck off. What do you mean?
Atia. Looking for that passing angle. sure can hit a diagonal. So too Atia, who tries the central option. Abdul Karim. Chakati withstands the first challenge.
He got the ball.
Nothing doing, said the referee. Will the VAR room share the same view?
No, that's well defended for Kai Truan. You see the Socceroos again, desperately defending their box.
Here's Mo Salah. Opens up for Ashua.
Yeah, you can feel it. You can feel the tension. You feel the Egyptians coming. But that man, Harry Suda, still standing firm, getting his body in the way of everything at the moment.
There's a red wave in the stadium. It's now time for the Socceroos to stand up once more to the near post. Suta again rises well. He wears that armband as a badge of honour for Australia. Hassan did it run out though. Maybe another corner here for Egypt. It is.
That's good cover from there. Jackson Irvine. We've got to defend another set piece though.
They've gone short this time to Atia. And it runs out and pressure relieved on Australia.
I think that's a big sigh of relief. Pressure mounting. Harry Suta standing firm in front of everything. We see this, it's on its way to the top corner. Whether Beach will get there or not, but Harry, no risks, gets his head in the way. It's like a brick wall. It's been incredible for the Socceroos. A true captain's knock.
Kristic dispossessed, no foul. Hassan takes over. Salah peels wide. He'll beat them with craft, not sheer pace. It's still Mo Salah. Dazzling feet.
That's the Mo Salah that everyone knows and loves. Liverpool legend, gliding past everyone there. But the one he can't get past is that man, Harry Suta.
They've soaked up so much pressure in this extra time period to go along with the last 5 minutes of regular play. Suta just gets rid of two. This is exactly what he did in Qatar. Australia's best player.
Go, Mabil.
Kindly here for Awa Mabil. Brings it under control well. They need cool heads in these moments, Australia. Harrington this time doesn't play forward and makes the right choice too.
Go.
Better spell from the Socceroos there. Just a little bit with the ball, take the sting out of this game.
Here's the run of Kai Truan. Hasn't got the blistering pace. Did that come off the defender? Oh, well, Kai Truan felt it did. And again, the VAR room can look at it. It was being decided pretty quickly it wasn't the case. Good intervention by Hrustic and commitment as well. Coming together with Mo Salah. Here's Okan Exler trying to release Mo Toure with Awa Mabil buzzing around as well.
Just that tension, you feel it, everyone knows, you feel that there's one goal that's going to be the winner.
Hassan, still Hassan, and it was clean from Lucas Harrington.
It had to be, and I tell you what, it's an absolutely superb tackle, using every bit of that long frame that he has. Hassan again into the box, got past Hrustic, but Harrington was there to save the day. Again, another set piece to defend.
Again they go square to the same man. Atia returns the favour. Irvine doesn't get too much on the clearance. It opens up for Mo Salah. That pace can't take him away into the areas that
he's
most familiar in.
We've managed it thus far.
Atia goes through everybody, including Abdul Karim.
I mean, we've been bombarded, haven't we, in this extra time period. There's been
French
a lot
player.
to ask for Harry Suter and Harrington defending that box. Jackson Irvine dropping in and covering, helping.
Yeah, the elastic band has been fully stretched on Australia's defence.
Ah, I don't know
Fans
French.
are wearing it as well. Nervous anticipation from those in red and green and gold.
Everyone knows what's at stake. An opportunity to progress to the round of 16. Doesn't happen every day.
Toure, lovely touch.
Go.
Opens up for Ogon Exler. He's got the legs to get it to Awa Mobile.
Ref!
And that is certainly a free kick in a great area. Clever work.
It's a great spot.
Clever work from Awa Mobile, but I don't know if you see it. As he's beige, 116th minute is making a lung-busting blindside run to open up the space on the inside for Awa. Draws the foul. In a good position now for us. We've been suffering all this extra time. Can we come up with a moment of magic? And who can do it?
That's the question. Good distance and angle for a right footer. Will it be a variation with Hrustic's outswinging free kick perhaps?
We need a Aussie Messi.
Put your name up in lights. Late in the second half, extra time. Around a 32 at a World Cup.
Awa Mobile at his first appearance in this FIFA World Cup. 10 goals and 38 internationals. Three-man wall. It is Mobile. And it's straight into the centre of the Egyptian defence.
That's why we need Belpato on.
Another long throw and the ball coming into the box with the big boys still up. It's been a problem for Egypt.
Long throw from Jakardi. Helped on by Sutar. I'm not sure how he's picked out a foul there. It was double team Harry Sutar. And Australia have to be alert. And that's run out.
Superb reaction.
Let's kick the ball away.
Quick to react, Ogon Exler, as Egypt look to break away quickly.
Kick the ball away. Give him a yellow.
It looks like we're going to see Matty Ryan for Patrick Beach.
What?
Well, that's the opposite of Peru in the qualification for the 2022 World Cup. Graham Arnold took Matt Ryan off at the end of extra time and put Andrew Redmayne. The rest is history. It's an Australian football folklore. And exactly the opposite. Matty Ryan on for the remaining minutes. And a possible penalty shootout.
You know what? I spoke about preparing for this situation. They've obviously prepared in training for this penalty situation, and they feel that Matty Ryan's the one, should it go to penalties, to be the one between the sticks. Incredible situation.
105 caps now for Matthew Ryan, his first appearance at this FIFA World Cup. We're just about at the 120. Toure, is there
ref! Ref!
That was a free kick. You've just seen whether any advantage really ensures a clumsy challenge on Mo Toure.
No, you've got to give credit to the referee for trying to play it, and it's this man. Yazir, he's done it time and time again.
Send him off,
and
mate.
Finally, the referee's booked him. And another opportunity now for the Socceroos.
How many fouls do you need to give to get a fucking sent off? Fuck me. It's a fucking hack.
Mohamed Sorbet about to come on, the holding midfielder. And will this be Australia's last chance to break the deadlock?
Well, given the fact that they only put 1 minute up, I dare say this might well be the last opportunity of real threat, that's for sure.
Artia making way.
2 goals outside the box.
Couldn't think of anything more anyone more rewarding than Harry Suter getting on the end of this and scoring a winner.
Let's hope your crystal ball is very accurate. I'm sure that's where they'll be directing the free kick. Maybe the left foot of Aiden Rustic is best placed in this type of scenario. A little bit further out to goal it is, and to the back post.
Go! Oh!
In the end with no pace, and Shabir saves with ease. There's a couple of players down.
What a chance that was. The great delivery from Aiden Hurstich. I think it was Chicardi at the back post, heading down, and Mo Toure unable to got it into the back of the net.
Well, that was just full-on commitment by Alessandro Chicardi. Yasser Ibrahim in the same boat. Eyes for the ball. And
3 Belgium assists. At least 1 goal in 5 seconds with a through ball.
We see the ball in. It's a great delivery, and Chicardi just quite couldn't get it. It's good defending, and it drops there for Mo Toure. Perhaps Harrington behind him was in a better position to take that on. But the best opportunity in this extra time period.
And it's going to penalties. This round of 32, epic.
Holy shit, boys. Got to penalties.
As Matthew Ryan is on for the penalty shootout. And they'll be looking for divine intervention. It finishes 1-1 at the end of 120 minutes.
Crazy.
The Socceroos hanging on for dear life. Harry Suter has been immense, and we are headed for penalties. The last time the Socceroos faced penalties, competed in penalties at a major tournament, it was the 2019 Asian Cup, a win against Uzbekistan. Aziz Bayic was there that day, so was Jackson Irvine. Matty Ryan saved 2. What a move from Tony Popovic, Mark Milligan, and what a moment to play your first minutes of this World Cup.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's look, it's been a tough World Cup so far for Australia's captain. He's but I think it shows the character that he does have. The fact that Popper has turned to him to bring him in. I think he had on top of that as well. Last time at a World Cup, oh no, it was a qualifier, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Redders.
We went to a penalty shootout. Matty was the one subbed off.
Yeah, I think it's. I think this his experience in these moments, and it's all about composure and keeping your nerve now in terms of who are the penalty takers going to be. We've got some experienced players on the pitch. I think you have to choose the experienced ones and the ones who want to take them, Sarah.
That's right. And you've got Shabir for the keeper for Egypt, who saved a penalty against Iran. So he's had a quality World Cup so far as well. He's good between the
6 Portugal,
so I think we're going to have to hit him well today.
That game in 2019, I'm pretty sure it was you, Mark Milligan, who stepped up and took that first penalty. Who steps up first today?
Yeah, I think we'll see now who goes first. I think the preference will be if we win the toss to shoot first, and you generally want someone who's confident, who's ready to go, you want to start well. But I will say, I've been in penalty shootouts as a player, and I've been in a penalty shootout as a coach as well, and both are awful.
Yeah, and to be honest, it's awful here. Watching it right now, I mean, the tension is incredible to experience this, but I mean, yeah, we've got the talent, and it's just about the boys doing whatever their shot with conviction. I think that's the key with this.
You took a lot of penalties in your time, Walshy.
Two outside the box.
Oh, I have to admit, I didn't take a great deal if my teammates are listening, but yeah, look at this. They're looking at the footage.
Matty Ryan's against Mbappe. They were just having a look at it.
Yeah, wow. And I think they've surprised. The element of surprise here, I don't think they would have seen this coming, and that's the trump card. That
2 outside the box.
We didn't see it coming either. Does that mess with your heads a little bit as an opposition in these moments?
Well, can I just say, you wouldn't want to be preparing for Matty Ryan right now. I don't think this is a good look for Egypt if they weren't preparing for the second keeper to come on. You're prepared for all scenarios.
Ooh, and I think at the end of the day, as an attacking player, if you have belief in your own strike to hit the corner and hit it well enough, you'll score. So, and that's planting a seed of doubt. So, I mean, we'll see how this plays out, but yeah, it's all on the line now.
How important is it to win that toss, to take that first penalty?
Yeah, look, it's not everything, but like I said, I think you do like to go first, and it can work both ways. You want to go first because you're assuming that you're going to go and score and put pressure on the opposition. If you go first and you miss, then then it's a different ballgame again. So look, I don't think there's any real massive advantages.
Well, there's a science behind it, apparently. If you go first, you know, there's more likely to win the actual penalty shootout. But I think as a striker or anyone that's taking a penalty, you've got to think about yourself and what you're doing and just finish.
What a moment for this Socceroos side. Matty Ryan with that captain's armband back firmly on his arm as he heads toward the goal after this for the penalty shootout. Mo Salah on the other side of the equation. There is one big bay of gold behind one of the goals. Will it be the end they end up at? What a moment.
Yeah, it was outside.
Socceroos. Let's take you back to your commentary team. David Bashir and Luke Wilkshire for the penalty shootout.
Yeah.
Last words from both coaches. Matty Ryan was the hero of that penalty shootout in 2019 against Uzbekistan. A couple of saves. Mark Milligan did take the first penalty, as his page had his penalty save. Robbie Cruz followed up. And Apostolos Gianu and Matthew Leckie sent Australia through. Of course, we know what happened in 2022 against Peru. It was Matty Ryan making way for Andrew Redmayne. And that seminal moment in Australian football history. That a man that largely helped Levante stay up in La Liga this season has the responsibility between the posts for Australia.
He's been the captain. He's been a fantastic servant. Matty Ryan, he's an ultimate professional off the back of a fantastic season. And the shoe's on the foot right now. And like I said, clearly this has been worked on and was spoken about and they were prepared for. And can he now take this moment and create history?
You just feel for the players in these moments, striding forward.
Suda
is Harry Suter, who's been a literal and figurative giant in this match, coming up with intervention after intervention, and he steps up to the spot to try to give Australia the momentum in this penalty shootout. Words to Mustafa Shabir about coming off his line. He's worn the captain's armband every second before giving it to Matt Ryan.
Oh. Suda. Unlucky.
Flawless tonight.
He's not a striker though.
Superb for the Socceroos, but he sent that one over the top into the Egyptian fans.
And what's so frustrating is his body shape sent Shabir the wrong way for him and the right way for Harry, but it didn't work out.
First piece of action for Matty Ryan now. And since coming on,
Mahmoud Sabah, the 24-year-old, made his 17th appearance for his country. The eyes off one of the most experienced goalkeepers of this World Cup in Matty Ryan. Sorba, who came off the bench from the spot, and he hits the mark superbly. Ryan picked the right way, but just could not make up the ground. It was a well-struck penalty kick.
There's no hesitation with that. Matty Ryan gets the right way. It's actually not a bad height, but just the venom and the pace that was struck at, the conviction, puts Egypt in front.
Jackson Irvine has shown his experience in regular play with really good decision making.
Here's another that's come on and been fantastic these last two games.
Shabir making him wait though. Here's the Sampali captain, and that's composed exactly what Australia needed.
his experience showing there, Jacko. He looked relaxed, opened the body up. Even if the goalkeeper was to go the right way, the height of the ball calmly struck in and brings a bit of hope into the Australians.
It just ramps up the pressure on Rabia, the next penalty taker, the central defender for Egypt. Rami Rabia, who plays for Al Ain in the Emirates. One goal at the Cup of Nations, but he wouldn't have felt the pressure he's about to experience, and he takes this spot kick. Rabia. And he sends Matty Ryan the wrong way. And it's a perfect card at the moment for Egypt.
Yeah, at the moment, the two penalty takers for Egypt, for me, have been very clear and concise in how they wanted to approach and take their penalty. And he's managed to send Matty Ryan the wrong way. And now Awa Mabil will step up.
Awa Mabil took the last penalty before Andrew Redmayne made that famous save against Peru in Qatar. So much experience. He's so loved in Australian football. It has the weight of a nation on his shoulders. A short run-up. Awa Mabil to keep Australia in touch, and he does.
You can see what it means. Keeps the Socceroos in this penalty shootout. The tension growing. Composure from Awa, send the keeper the wrong way. And look at the relief. Look at what it means to him. To every Socceroo, to every supporter.
Marmouche. I mean, Mastella.
Egypt have had one penalty shootout this year, and they lost 4-2 to Nigeria in the third and fourth place at the Cup of Nations, and it was Mohamed Salah and Omar Marmouche missing the first two penalties for Egypt. Here is the superstar who wears the number 10, who's brought delight to football fans the world over. And they can hardly look. The third penalty taker for Egypt, Mohamed Salah.
Oh.
Well, that was a Panenka of sorts.
Who's got the expectation and pressure of 120 million Egyptians there in such a moment with the composure to just clip it down the middle casually with Matty Ryan falling away to his left.
And Australia was looking for that pressure release, but no Egyptian has dropped their guard. So it mounts the pressure on the youngest player in the Australian squad, the youngest Socceroo ever to start a World Cup match, Lucas Harrington. He takes a huge breath. His growth has been phenomenal, but this is pressure like he's never experienced before. A couple of exhales, and it's Harrington, and he's hit the crossbar.
Feel for him. Another one who's had a fantastic World Cup. But he's opened up the body, unfortunately, off the crossbar, and Egypt are one away from winning it.
Australia have converted 2, Egypt have 3, and that is absolute heartbreak for a young man that has ridden the wave of emotion of this World Cup. And it's left to the tallest player on the pitch for Egypt, Hossan Abdelmigi. If this goes in, Egypt go through. The 25-year-old from the Zamalek club playing at his 15th international. Matt Ryan trying to apply that psychological pressure. Hossam Abdelmagid to send Egypt through, and he does. Heartbreak for Australia. Jubilation for those in red. The Socceroos' brave run at the 2026 FIFA World Cup has come to an end.
And you've got to feel favourite Socceroo out there. They've left it all out on the pitch. There's absolutely no doubt about that. Every single time they're taken to it, they represent the country well. But the biggest ones, Harry Suter and Harrington, unable to convert their penalties. But by far have been two of the best, if not the best.
Why would we get two defenders to take penalties?
Harrington with such a bright future ahead, the bravery to step up in such a moment, you've got to credit, and he's only going to grow and learn. And we've said it that many times. Yes, we want it now, but the future is bright for this Socceroos team.
And the wait continues for Australia. Socceroos still waiting for that first ever knockout phase win at a FIFA World Cup. Egypt have achieved it after in the group stage getting their first ever win.
Why are two defenders taking penalties? Popovich. What about Motore? Irakunda. Oh, Irakunda's off.
That's for sure. And heartbreak for Harry Suter, who did so much to get to this point. Heartbreak for Awa Mobile. This may be his last opportunity at this level. And the tears are flowing from Hossam Hassan, who's a legendary figure in Egypt. As is that man, the biggest star in their country.
And you have to use credit to him.
So there it is. Egypt go through to the round of 16. Australia are out. It's Egypt on penalties, 4-2.
Heartbreak in Dallas for the Socceroos, and a game that couldn't be decided in regulation time, couldn't find a winner in extra time. It is Egypt with a history-making win in knockout football. Egypt, who progresses to the round of 16. Mark Milligan, Sarah Walsh, Tommy Orr. Absolute heartbreak for the Socceroos. Harry Suter, who was immense in that game, Millsy, stepped up, brave enough to take the first penalty, didn't go his way.
Yeah, look, it's obviously it's devastating. It's never ever a nice way to lose, and especially go out of a World Cup. But you know, it's a part of our game, and it's a reality. And you know what we need to look at is what happened over the 120 minutes, and whether or not we did enough to go and win that game. And no matter what we think or what we believe, at the end of the day, when we win. We move on to the next one and we talk about the result. And when we lose and when we get knocked out, we need to have a look at why. And we need to make sure that moving forward, we have a clear goal. And I think those intentions need to be set sooner rather than later as to what comes after this.
Yeah, I agree. Obviously incredibly deflating watching this unfold in front of our eyes now on the screen. But it's difficult to criticise the likes of course, Harrington and Suter, because they were immense. The reason we got to the penalty shootout was because of their performance, particularly.
Yeah, it should have been penalty takers taking the shots, not two defenders.
I think you're right, Millsy. I think when the emotion.
Why are we depending on our defenders to take the penalties?
Simmers away, it would probably be more easier to digest and to be more analytical about where we could have improved in this tournament.
Have Mobile,
yeah, and it took
Jackson.
Service into the box that we've
could
been
have
asking for a
Ocon.
long time now, and that turned the game around early, and so they got themselves back into the match. We thought that there were a couple of times, particularly in extra time, but also the second half, where I thought we could have had a bit more positive intent. Too many times we looked to play safe and go backwards, which put us in difficult positions. But
Because if we're being honest, the penalty shootout is not what cost us the game. I mean, I don't think anyone should ever knock a player that puts his hand up to step up and take a penalty, because as we've spoken about, the two players that missed, for me, have been two of the best players, especially over the last 2 games. It's an extremely difficult thing to do. But again, if you look at the game, we're probably to a degree a little bit lucky that it went to penalties. We were holding on there in the last 6-7 minutes of normal time, and then I thought they finished the stronger of the two teams in the added time as well.
There was that feeling, wasn't there? That defensive effort.
Unlucky.
But also that once Australia drew level, there was a shift. It felt like a shift to hanging on.
I think the common, criticism of Popper's team under his tenure has been that we often set the team out not to lose rather than to win. And I think we saw that again today. And that obviously, sounds very harsh in the immediate aftermath of a game like that. But fundamentally, I think that is true. And I think when you go back into your shell and you invite pressure against players of this quality, and you saw it against the US, it only takes one moment, one mistake, one moment of brilliance for them to find a way through. And after that, it's very hard to recalibrate the team whose DNA is so defensive to get back into the game.
You can see the two sides of knockout football there, can't you? Absolute heartbreak for the Socceroos. Jubilation for Egypt, who make history for their
Unlucky,
nation today,
boys.
winning their first World
That's a
Cup
good fight.
knockout game. They'll progress to the round of 16. We'll look back at how it unfolded right after the break.
You know what they say. Play it safe, know your place, follow the rules. They say great minds think alike. We say the greatest ones don't. Flinders University.
Go Harvey Norman half-yearly clearance extended. Hot deals on monitors like the MSI Pro 27-inch under 160. Save $200 on Motorola G56 under $200. Acer Aspire Ryzen 3 15-inch laptop under $500. Hurry, must end Sunday. Best prices at Harvey Norman.
We'll be the place where the ocean meets the sky. We'll soak it up and have the time of our lives. These are the moments we live for. Once in a lifetime, never think we want more. This is the start of a new.
So if you give it to Suda, what does he get?
These are the moments we live for.
Oh, good passing. Receptive.
Get Macca's delivered for just 99 cents, whether you're staying up late or making a day of it. No matter the moment. Order now only on the My Macca's app.
Start something new with the Olympic Industries End of Financial Year sale. From
Defensive
backyards
one,
to businesses, build
Oh,
something that
oh
enhances your
no.
lifestyle. Every shed, garage and veranda made locally and built for an
Shit.
Australian way of life. Spaces strong enough for your next
I'll take
project,
that
for all
email
your
off.
dreams and everything in between. Olympic Industries, built to last. Hurry, end of financial year sale on now.
Want to dine out more often? Get the Eat Club app for up to 50% off food and drinks. No vouchers or awkward moments. Just eat, tap, save.
Can I take it off?
This
Oh,
is
you
dining
can.
out.
You
Done
take it
smart.
off once you're finished.
Companies everywhere bought into AI.
Oh.
Thing is, nothing works together.
That was not me.
Only the ServiceNow AI platform breaks down the walls. It integrates anything, any workflow.
Any data source. And with the AI Control Tower, we can finally manage all our AI.
The ServiceNow AI platform lets you connect and control everything to put AI to work for your people. Take a seat, Nick.
Okay, that's going to be it, guys. I'll catch you later today.
Everybody just moves down
Thanks
one.
for watching.